No sound on the stream because I could hear you here in the Zoom. Okay.
There we go. It just switched my microphone. So, indeed, welcome back to the Suncrest Chronicles. With us here at One Bad Roll, we have all of our players back. And last stream, there was a discussion with a very zealous Drifter Blackmarsh, who, out of pure belief, folded the air around him, could look you in the eye and force you to tell the truth, and let you probe deeper into his mind if you wish, but he would get to do the same. After offering out some boons and people having some very interesting realizations, you returned with information that you had received about the last member of the Obsidian Arcanum, aka a mistranslation you have discovered, which came out as the Black Order. That woman is now dead. However, Alonzo took a vow to do it in a fair, honorable fight. No one else was required to be honorable. And he was so close. He was so close until wild magic interfered. And he could not stop it. So he has turned into something else, removing the eyeballs of the woman and placing them into his own face, giving him 4 eyes, with his steed Hieronymus glazing over in razor-sharp ice and vanishing along with him. That is going to be the moment that Viettervesk wakes up. However, we're going to go a little bit back. Viettervesk.
Yes.
You, as soon as Drifter started talking, went into a bit of a daze. But you were still able to have a conversation with him. It was happening in your head. You know it was telepathic.
All right.
And he starts as such. It is a pleasure to meet you, noble Stoneborne.
The pleasure could be mine as well. I'm called Viettervesk.
I am sure that this will not be an issue for you, but just so you are aware, you are under the effect of Zone of Truth when he looks at you, as well as detect thoughts. However, he cannot probe farther. But if you probe farther, so does he.
And I can tell this as soon as he can text.
Yes. You
understood.
It's something that you feel, especially being a cleric. The Zone of Truth is something that you are hyper aware of right off the bat. So,
certainly.
And you know that it affects both of you.
Certainly. I am hearing your conversation happening with my friends while you are here in my headspace, and that is a little bit disorienting.
I figured you would have the most questions, so I wanted to give you proper time.
Certainly. First question, why are you imprisoned? And who was responsible?
It was the remainder of the elves who were connected to the royal family. They found me and locked me away.
For any formal crime?
Treason against the royal court. I enlightened the rebellion to the location of secret passages into the capital.
You assisted in the downfall of the kingdom
Indeed.
of your people.
Yes, I discovered what monsters they were, and and I did not want to be a part of it.
In as much detail as you can give me, what exactly is it that makes you call their actions monstrous?
They did it for the sake of progress, not for the sake of necessity.
Did what?
Tortured, pillaged, manipulated, turned beings into magical abominations, brought back the Minotaur and Centaur of old in horrific mountain labs. All through torture and death.
All of the things that you are describing are, of course, very bad.
Viettervesk, make me a history check.
Okay, I can do this.
You can add the d4 if you want.
I'm not sure it will make difference, but okay. Got a 9.
Yeah, with a 9, you have not heard of these deeds. You do know that the reason why the pantheon is known as the Sleeping Generals is because part of their powers were used to lock away the Elven language and suppress Elven magics. So that's a piece of information that might help something, but yeah, you can't clarify any of what he said.
Sure, understood. As I was saying, the things you described, they are of course bad things, but your people, though not as long-lived necessarily as mine, are very, very long-lived, and I'm sure you would agree that horrible acts have been perpetrated by powerful people and governments and kingdoms throughout the history of all of those of us that we would call people. Yes?
Indeed. However, if you look at it, the arrow that started the First Great War was from an elf. The sky falling was an elf.
All right.
All of his Suncrest's great defining atrocities are elven.
Yeah. All right. Now I will ask if I can make history check, and if what he is saying, any of the details do not line up with Viettervesk's knowledge.
100%.
All right. It's still not great.
A lot of what he's alluding to, you've only have a base knowledge of. The arrow that started the first war, that rings no bells.
All right. People were still far under
the sky falling does.
Sure.
That was linked to a period of time known as the 10,000 years of rain, which magical and natural storms built up outside. To stop something, a massive city fell. That city was named Withra, which is the goddess of magic.
Right.
It does seem possible that elves were highly connected to said city, but you don't know.
Sure. More specifically,
Mm-hmm.
am I aware of horrible things that have been done by non-elfin peoples?
Oh yeah, on such a grand scale, not like nowhere near such a grand scale, but yeah, there's been horrible people of every kind.
I can't think of any major global events that were triggered by anyone other than elfish people.
Not in this region.
In any region at all?
Oh, where you are from, absolutely.
Okay. I will reiterate those things to him and point out that the elves are not alone in having committed atrocities to other sentient people or to this creation that we all call home.
In that case, if someone wishes to make the sacrifice to call judgment on them, they can.
I suppose that is true, but perhaps it is better to recognize that the actions of the individual warrant the just punishment only of the individual responsible.
We agree, which is why I will do what I must to bring down those who can rightfully judge each individual.
But I hear you calling for judgment of all who have a biological connection to elfish people.
Indeed.
That is not judgment of the individual for their action. It is judgment of an entire species of peoples.
That is what my crime is. My crime is calling forth the judgment, and however it is handled, I accept.
I'm sorry, you're saying that it is a criminal act, it's an evil act for you to do this.
Indeed.
But so why would you do this?
Because it must be done to ensure that good people may live in the future. You can feel... Arrogance is the best way to describe it, but
Sure,
it's like righteous. Like,
it is
you can feel the righteous belief coming off of him.
Absolutely. Snap my fingers, half of the universe, blah, blah, bullshit. Yes,
Yes.
I understand.
Yes.
All right. Why are you certain that whoever it is that you would summon will judge justly?
Because that is their job. That is the purpose of their creation.
What is the purpose of a ruler of people?
To lead.
To lead to what end?
Well, ideally it should be to the betterment of the people.
And yet many rulers fail to follow this ideal, correct?
Correct.
So why do you believe that these beings would not fail in a similar way?
Because they were not created with said purpose or flaw. They are celestial beings. They are greater than all on this mortal plane. They are created to serve a purpose and justfully do so.
Without fail or fault.
Exactly.
You believe this to be true.
Indeed.
There's no possibility it could be otherwise.
Yes. They are from the higher planes, and I have found zero record of fail or fault in all of my studies.
Who created them?
I do not know. I have not been able to find that.
It is my understanding that they also are creations of the gods that created the other planes of existence, including the one that we find ourselves living on.
While I enjoy our theological conversations, it appears that we are speaking in circles.
I have a point. Would you agree that this is a common belief?
Amongst those educated, yes.
Of course. To that end, the point that I make is that if the gods created those beings, and you can find reason to hold the gods at fault for their choices and actions, how can you be certain that the beings that they created have some loftier ability to hold true?
Because it is their purpose.
Would it be their purpose to act against the will of their creators?
Well, no, of course not.
And would it not be accurate to say that the beings that created them and gave them the ability to enact justice would more than likely have an even greater understanding of what justice truly is?
If they were awake, then yes.
I know one such being that is awake, and this is the boon that I ask of you, that you would let judgment fall on the shoulders of Stonefather himself, rather than some unknown celestial being.
I cannot do that.
Why is it you cannot do this?
Because your Stonefather was not born and does not hold domain over the Suncrest. He is from the All Fools Tundra. He does not have a hand in the game on Suncrest as much as the deities do here.
Because he has not been invited to do so?
No, because his existence is connected to the area of which he is prominent in. If his belief were to vanish in the All Fools Tundra, that is when he fades.
Well, that will never happen, of course.
Exactly. So if his belief was centered here, then I would be fine with that.
And what would you, how would you determine that this is where his belief is centered?
How many people here follow him? Where are his writings? Where are his temples, his teachings?
So it is a matter of the population of followers on a given large tract of land.
That is the only way that deities have power. If they're forgotten, they hold no merit.
Is that accurate, according to Viettervesk's understanding?
There's no even check. Like that's one of that. It's one of those cases where there's 5 to 10 different theories behind where power comes from, but he truly believes it.
Sure, he believes, but I will say a word and summon a ball of light in my hand and then dismiss it and say, clearly my god's power reaches here to this place.
Oh, I'm not disputing his reach.
Then what is it dispute here?
I'm disputing whether he truly sees fit to be properly involved here or not.
If he sees fit.
His eyes are on the All Fools Tundra as much as he has sent you here. He is not focused here.
That is certainly true, but perhaps that is exactly why one such as he should be the judge. Because one such as he does not have a direct emotional connection to the actions of your kind.
That is why I'm calling down one that does not call upon emotion. They call upon truth.
But they must have some connection to this place, yes?
Indeed. If this place were to fall, then they would suffer just as much.
Sure. And you believe that connection doesn't in any way potentially cause them to judge things incorrectly in their own interest?
Beyond belief.
I see. So just so we're clear, you acknowledge that the thing that you plan to attempt to do, this is an evil thing.
Yes.
But also it is summoning a good being that shouldn't be capable of evil to do an evil thing.
100%. I will be punished for my actions because I may have to indeed inflict suffering in the process of doing what must be done. I will find those who understand that that they have done wrong and must do what is right, and bring them along with me. Around this time, make an insight check, because there was mention of Menethine in the conversation with him that somebody else was having. He's not trying to hide it. He intends to offer Menethine a join or die.
What reason would you have to ally yourself with one who is directly responsible for the sort of atrocities that you want everyone punished for?
Because he wants to die. He understands that what he deserves, and I will give him that in exchange for him truly helping.
Where did you get this idea in the first place?
If you want to look into my head, you can. I warn you, if you do so, I will go further into yours.
I have nothing to hide. Show me.
You see a life of torture and excess, but learning. And you see that he has studied in some of the greatest archives, but he has been through horrible atrocities, including the death of his family simply for not believing the same thing. And then after that, you see him finding out these magical laboratories where they have literally tortured and stitched together bloodlines and various things and magically created abominations, all in the name of the elven people.
All right.
And you see that the reason why he believes they all should be called down is a population-based reason. If you look at the royal family, there has never been more than 100 people in it at a time. However, there's been mass populations of elves who, if they banded together, in his opinion, they could have stopped it all. Make an insight check.
All right. Make another insight check.
You know the moment where his belief turned toxic.
All right.
It was not when his wife died, but it is when they refused to let him bury the body and respect her. They used it for experimentation instead of letting him follow the natural order, and that sent him on a horrible downward spiral.
So, it is not about the elven people, is it?
No, it is.
But no, it is not. It is about your personal pain.
No. I have accepted
As
that
is
pain
all
as
evil.
life.
All evil is based in the pain in one's heart, as is yours.
I no longer feel pain.
Yeah.
What boon would you like?
I know this claim. I know this claim. What boon would I like? You refuse to allow for the boon that I request because you do not believe that a Stonefather should be the one to sit in judgment. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you believe that is your decision to make?
Actually, let me further explain that one. I cannot call forth judgment from the Stone Father, because he does not hold court here.
You cannot.
Indeed, and I will not leave this up to anybody else to suffer.
I see. I very much hope that you are in some way convinced to set aside this quest for vengeance against an entire population for the pain that you suffered by their actions against your family and your life. But As I said, I have nothing to hide. And if you continue to seek the path of destruction of an entire people, I and he who I follow are bound and obligated to stop you.
My boon will be to not kill you on this day.
Mm.
When he says that, this is where you fall into the state I described in the previous game, where you were kind of vacant.
All right.
The Stonefather shows you what would happen if you were to try and take him on here.
Mm.
You all fight valiantly, but you fall. And I'm going to give you a piece of information that you would not be able to get any other way.
Right.
When he fights, most everything he does deals necrotic damage. He recovers when he deals necrotic damage. Every time.
All right.
So you see trying to fight back, and every time you get him wounded, he goes in with his attacks and sucks the life force out of whoever he hits.
All right.
Beyond that, everyone goes back to town. You briefly speak or recall speaking with Lythander, which that is going to come up again as well, but not yet. And you feel you need to go meditate. When you go and meditate, this is where you get another vision. One, you see what's going to happen when the lock breaks. It's good and bad.
I'm sorry, which lock?
The magical lock.
Oh, the one that's locking the language and everything else. Okay, yes.
The reason why it's bad is if there was anything that was ritualistically still needing to finish, it would go off. However, the reason why it was good is because the good parts of elven culture can now come back. The beauty of the language, the stories, the tales, the truth. Everything that was right and proper about it.
And what about the impact on the sleeping generals?
They will now be able to be woken up.
All right.
The final thing, however, that you see is a side effect that will come along with what happens if Drifter succeeds. The speed at which the judgment will happen will be near instantaneous. It will not involve speech. It will look into the hearts, the actions. You're guessing it will simply be based around war or aggression. If he succeeds, it will not just be that celestial that will come down. There will be a champion of a deity coming down that is not fun and not good. Because the condition for that champion to arise is for a mass extinction moment.
But the champion is coming from the celestial realm?
Yes, but but the deity it's connected to is evil. So it will not be good.
That is very confusing. All right.
So basically what it will be is because of judgment being called and what he is trying to do, it will then trigger for the champion to be awoken, which will be celestial in nature, but it will be aligned to its master.
I see.
And that is terrifying.
Do I have any insight on what can be done to stop him?
Indeed, you do. What must be done is, well, first is killing him. Second, he's not beyond being saved. However, you could not save him without using powerful magical means. I'm literally talking like artifact level magic. Because you would need to open him up to being wrong. Or, if you stop whatever ritual he plans on doing, and sever his connection to magic. Those are the three clear-cut options.
Understood. All right.
Last but not least, you also feel when Alonzo changes. And this is what shocks you awake. You know that that's not going to be an immediate threat. It is going to take time for that to develop into something.
All right.
However, at that point you wake up. You know where it happened. If you want to head to the site, you can.
How far away is it?
Probably half an hour. And you know that there's a good chance that they will be coming to find you.
All right. No, Viettervesk will continue to be in prayer.
Okay.
And we'll continue to burn through resources as needed, and continue to use any spells which allow me to gain insight into the future. And I will basically start playing 20 questions, trying to figure out what the best way to stop the cataclysmic destruction of the elven people is.
Hell yeah, I love it. Cool. I'm gonna say you get off 4 questions before everyone gets back.
All right. Let me double check the language on the spell. Make sure I'm using it correctly. It has to occur within 7 days.
Based off, so the things you know that are very likely to happen within 7 days are going to be him dealing with the arcane lock. Him going to meet, or trying to go meet Lythander Dandris. And possibly him having words with, is the best way to say it, with Menethine. Those are things that you can safely guess will happen in that time.
So then first question is there any way that we can stop him permanently at one of those meetings?
At one of those meetings?
At any of those 3 meetings.
You lose, you go blind for a second, and then your vision comes back to you.
Where is the location of the ritual that needs to be completed to unlock the language and the magic?
The wind blows to the east. Very, very strong.
I will pull out the map and I will start trying to narrow down on that question.
Cool. When you pull the map out, something falls on the map, rolls past the edge of the map on the like on the lower third east.
So past the island with Meryl's gift?
Yes.
All right. Are there any more global maps in the tower?
No. Global travel is a very difficult thing because once you get past the shore on the coast, like anything ocean or sea, the waters are extremely, extremely choppy. There's storms. Like, it's even difficult to fly through.
Sure. Yeah, he would know that because he had to use a boat to get where he is now.
Has it even been charted? Like, beyond, like,
It has.
the map? It has.
Just not by many.
Where can I find a map to be able to locate this place more accurately? This is my question to Stonefather.
You smell dusty books.
That's all? Just books?
You smell dusty books.
I smell dusty books. Okay. All right. Well, I think I am tapped out on that one. So I will switch to...
At this point in time,
Yes.
the rest of the group, you are now back to the lighthouse.
He will come down while I am in the middle of augury then. And the question that I am asking is, what would be the outcome of us trying to stop the ritual?
You're specifically referring to the ending of the lock or his ritual?
His, to stop him from unlocking it, because I'm assuming he
Okay.
needs access to the higher level magic to be able to summon the higher beings, blah,
Indeed.
blah, blah.
Indeed.
So
Woe.
it's just all woe?
All woe.
Okay.
Well, like, so for context, he polymorphed himself into a giant eagle and started just flying east.
Sure.
So, like, his his travel speed is fast, but you get all woe.
All right. Now that's all I have. So
Okay.
I will hand it back to the rest of the group.
You all know where Viettervesk went. He went down to the cellar.
Is anyone in a hurry to go to Viettervesk?
I believe you all
Gilp-
were hurrying to go to Viettervesk.
Gilp did mention that he wanted to be the one who break the news.
Okay, so in that case, Gilp gets down there first.
But, I did ask everyone else last session if they wanted to be the ones telling it, so... Oh, alright, then yeah, Gilp will go down.
You will come down while I am in the middle of ritual.
Excuse me, Viettervesk, I have some bad news.
You can tell me about Alonzo in a moment. Please don't interrupt.
I'll take a seat over here.
Where is Poppy?
Probably avoiding you.
Is she well?
Better than Alonzo.
Obviously.
I believe with her personality she will take this in stride, but for now, maybe morning. But later, booze will probably make her forget. I don't know her that But she is a strong individual. She will be fine.
At this point, Viettervesk will complete the ritual and get the wall, and he picks up the stones that he uses for this spell, and he looks at them for a long moment before sort of crushing them in his hand and then throwing them against the wall and yelling in frustration. Ah!
Viettervesk, do you perhaps
One-
want some water?
1 second. As you yell, you hear a voice in your head that it's been a very long time since you have heard. It is the one whose quest you took over.
Right.
And you notice where your hand started to crack is cracked no more. And he says, I knew there was more to my quest to protect the girl.
Is this something I think I can respond to?
Absolutely.
I will completely ignore Gilp because something just happened. So I apologize, but she is almost impossible to keep from killing herself, first of all.
I think she's bait perpetually in all of her actions without realizing it.
Secondly, with all respect, brother, clearly there are very much larger boulders to deal with at this point than one woman.
I think my task was that boulder.
I need you and all of my kin to seek the Stone Father's wisdom and what can be done about this. I will continue to protect Poppy, of course, with my life. But we are dealing with the destruction of an entire people.
I will do everything I can from my end.
Perhaps it is time, as Stone Father mentioned to me many months ago, for our people to move to other caverns.
If the Stone Father spoke to you, then indeed I will lead an exhibition.
There are caverns here under Black Marsh. Perhaps if our people came, Stone Father could affect things more directly.
Since you are being asked to do the impossible, I will try and do the same.
That is all I can ask. Give the brethren my love.
And theirs is given back to you.
Of course it is. Be well, brother.
Be well. And you are now back.
I'm sorry. What were you saying, young frog person?
Well, are your anger issues resolved? Do you perhaps need some water, some stone polish?
Anger is often not very useful.
I think you'd be very accustomed to it, considering you're with Poppy.
You don't know the half of it, little one. In
Yes.
any event.
Well,
So Alonzo has managed to destroy himself in some horrific manner, I understand. I could sense it from here.
well, there is a bit more than what happened. There was Thoggir accidentally putting an arrow on him very well. Then there was Poppy also doing her thing, and I who tried to stop Hieronymus from intercepting, and all of that probably is what caused that. There was also the fact that I ate the sea hag's leg, and that
Why would
magic.
you do this?
Yeah, Viettervesk, you know that's just like why. That probably had no effect on that whole situation.
Well, I felt her essence be inside of me, but when I cast my magic and wild magic happened, it kind of like gripped onto Alonzo, and it did what it did.
And what exactly did it do?
Well, it probably did something along with the lines of a possession that happened with the other woman.
What?
Viettervesk, you know that to not be true.
I know what exactly to not be
So
true.
you know that what Alonzo became was merely influenced by what the Deep Hag was. There is no connection, the energy, the life, everything that the hags were doing and were trying to do, you felt it gone. You succeeded against the hags, without question, without fault.
But there was some influence in their magic, is what they're saying.
It just influenced what Alonzo is to become.
But didn't cause it. Is that what you're trying to say?
Make me a religion check if you want to figure out the cause.
Sure.
Arcana would do too, but I know that
Yeah.
neither are your best
crap in
skill.
both. Yes, exactly.
This is... you have no idea.
Understood. Yeah. How much about what happened to Alonzo, like what he turned into, am I aware of from here at the tower?
You saw it all. You saw it all, and you have
I
that
saw it
natural
happen.
insight
Okay.
of, like, the wild magic interfused with something mixed, affected by what the Deep Hag was, but it's not part. The Deep Hag's not part of it. Like, it's
Sure.
it's one of those things that like researchers do like a lifetimes of work on to try and figure out.
Sure.
No, yeah.
I will turn and gather my things and put them away very carefully, and then stand tall before the little 2-foot tall frog person to all of my 4.5-foot height. And I will place a very heavy hand on his little tiny shoulder. And I will say, Alonzo made multiple unwise
But honorable.
and in some ways very selfish decisions.
Can't say no to that.
You are not responsible for the result of his choices, even
did
if
not think
your
that.
magic may have influenced the outcome in some way. You're not responsible.
Well, I did not feel responsible. I was trying to save him, you know. Hieronymus was going to intervene, and that would cause his whole thing to go to pieces. So
Sure.
I felt I did the best that I could, and that is it. I am a bit sad I won't see him anymore, but we will see him again, perhaps in a different circumstance, maybe better, but then at least then we will have you. You have healing and curse-breaking things in your power, so we can assume, we push you forward to deal with it, because he couldn't.
I hope you are correct and that he has not become something beyond redemption.
Well, he has 2 more eyes.
Yes, that is true.
I think he can see us better from afar, so maybe if we look for his family and let him know what has happened, we need to break the news that whatever has befallen on Alonzo, that they should not worry when they see him next time.
Are they still in the protection where we left them? What was the name of city? I don't recall. The desert place.
It was Mythvara.
Yes, Midfara.
Well, I believe you would have to ask Poppy or Thoggir. I believe they would know. I currently do not remember or know what their situation is.
Yes, we should confirm. I have concerns for their safety at Alonzo's hands as well. His fears for them, his concerns for them have become twisted into something dangerous and evil.
So he has become possessive of his family?
I do not know enough details, but I can tell you...
You actually do know the answer to that one.
Actually, let me think about that.
Because this is something that I enlightened the group on afterwards, because I was going to give it to you today.
Okay.
He has not become possessive over his family. He's become possessive over his little sister. Specifically, his little sister.
Was the little sister with Henry or no?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Has Henry put his moves on her yet?
No, there's a...
Help that.
No, there was a big
She's
old
a
age
little
difference.
girl.
Henry
Okay, good.
has
good.
put the moves on 2 of his older sisters, but not the little, not the little sister.
Alright.
He has a lot of siblings.
Well, Viettervesk, should we move up and talk with everyone else? I don't know if they're trying to avoid you or just trying to more. Either way, I think they might need some guidance from someone who is very wise and has a solid head on his shoulders.
If only you were correct that they would seek such guidance. But yes, let us go see our friends.
Gilp will jump on top of your shoulder and just, relax. Sit like Pinocchio.
All right. Watch your head.
Don't worry.
I will walk up the stairs and seek out the others.
All right. Indeed, the rest of your group, minus Thoggir for the moment, is there. Once Thoggir is back, we'll say that's when he comes into the room.
Poppy, things didn't go well today, it seems.
Well, we had a bit rough start in the day, but could be worse.
Yes, you could have died.
I mean, I was just planting flowers, to be fair.
Yes, of course. Of course. So, we have lost Alonzo.
As you say that...
Yes.
Penny Lane
Oh, shit.
says, what? What do you mean we've lost Alonzo?
No.
There you are. Where were you? Were you...
I was
the whole time?
here. I was
Oh.
keeping this place in check. What happened to it? Where's Alonzo?
Well, Alonso is no longer with us physically.
Well, he's alive. He's alive.
Not in his current... He's not himself in a state that he would prefer him to be in. But he has gained 2 more eyes. He has more eyes.
What?
Child, gather your company. We must speak with all of you.
She will do
Wait,
so.
who is this person, by the way?
Yeah, you have yet to... So, a very bookish looking young woman. I believe she is a halfling.
Yes,
Oh.
they
They're
are.
all halflings.
Along with
Oh.
2 very tall halflings who look like twins.
Oh,
They are Alonso's retainers.
they are...
Hmm.
Oh, well,
Who have been traveling with him and working for him for many years, as far as we are aware.
well, I guess you got some vacation now that he is gone.
1 second. I need to do something real quick.
All right.
Roll to bitch slap me, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
That is exactly why I'm rolling.
Penny wanted to flirt with Alonzo. She liked him. Oh, I forgot about that till now.
Did you hit?
17?
Yeah, that's a hit.
You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage from her encyclopedia.
Yeah. Ouch. That is why I. Well, okay. I guess.
Penny.
You do not speak ill of him.
I did not speak ill of him. He is just gone for a while. We are supposed to find him. He needs our help.
Yeah, Penny, look, you know, Alonzo is a wonderful boss, right? I'm sure you were very close friends, but he's not the man you remember, and we're gonna try to fix it.
Tell me why.
He used he dueled a bad person under the name of his god, and the god decided, hey, you didn't do it the right way, and then he had
I need you to roll persuasion. You want to roll low.
Could I wanna roll low?
You
That's
can't.
not good.
This is all on Poppy.
Okay, yeah, no, cause
I'm gonna roll insight for her. This is wisdom.
so she needs to roll low for this, right?
She needs to roll above 14.
Yes.
Oh no.
She got a 16.
Okay.
I don't want to hear any more.
Yeah.
I am going to find somewhere to stay with
Oh.
Mori and Ori. I don't want
You
to
can
be
stay
no.
here. Okay.
I don't want to be
Well,
here.
You're always welcome here. How about my
Thank you.
doors are always open for you, and you know Alonzo is doing his thing, but just know that I've enjoyed your company, and if you ever need me, I will be here for you.
I will spend my time in the library. We will find work.
Then
With Alonzo gone, we are, well, without job and without family, so.
vacation,
Oh,
because we will find him back because he is with us. He's our friend.
1 second.
Oh, buddy.
They are so quick to give up.
Another smack.
No, she's past the point.
Don't hit me with your fist. That's gonna be bad news.
1. You see both Mori and Ori swinging in with their great clubs. As
Yeah,
with you talking the way you are.
Yeah, I grab a hold of
The Viettervesk
Viettervesk.
will get in the way and hold hands out and say,
They stop.
Stop.
They stop. They're
He
both
doesn't
tears and
understand
eyes
what he
crying,
is
but they
saying. He
but they
doesn't
stop.
understand what he's saying.
Please.
Please.
They don't have manners.
We're gonna leave.
Your weapons down.
Of course, no. Sorry, it's just a lot.
There is no reason for you to leave. You have a place here.
No,
And if you
no,
need a job,
no, we don't.
I can put in a good word.
We
You can
might
work
later
here.
on, but right now we
Okay.
don't.
All right. Well,
Um,
keep in touch.
Are you in perhaps need of some money, food, water, drinking?
I need you to roll persuasion with disadvantage. With a 27, they look at you and they're like, we're okay.
Very well.
And
if
they
you're
just walk away, head down.
Well,
very well. I tried to offer them money and be kind to them, saying that it's temporary, just a vacation, because we are going to find
Okay.
him and bring him back.
well, they were a little bit closer. Like when your friend is basically dead, you don't say, "Hey, at least you have vacation." So it's yeah.
Well, they mentioned vacation because he's gonna come back, right?
Gilp, do I need to have the talk with you too?
Well, he gained 4 eyes and he's on a.
Gilp, buddy.
He has literally become a being of evil intent.
But you're a cleric, you can change his ways.
Perhaps, but there is no guarantee.
But then there is hope, there is faith.
Oof.
There is hope. But
Then
not
that is all that I
everyone
need.
not everyone is willing to grasp such hope as readily as you are.
Well, that is why I have you, and I smack your shoulder. You are a stubborn father. You can do this.
I am a stone stubborn. Yes.
Speaking of some hope, we're going to cut to a different character. He's been wandering for some time. Staying in one place for too long is a bit dangerous. But in Black Marsh, you have found an ally and possibly friend in a half orc, half troll, or a trollkin named Thoggir. He does not recommend that you stay in an inn or a hotel.
Yeah.
Because that wouldn't work so well for you. However, he does know some people who might be able to use your services. And would not... While they would find you weird is kind of their thing. So
tell,
he will write you a note
Mhm.
and send you off in the direction of the lighthouse.
Okay. He takes a note and he opens a flap in the back of his thing and puts it in there, in his little
Ouch.
alcove. And he says goodbye to the trollkin.
Hell yeah, buddy.
And starts walking towards like where he pointed.
Yep. Yeah,
Like-
so right about this time of the conversation, you go to knock on the door, but that's when it opens, and you see these 3 halflings leaving.
I say, "Hello, short humans."
They look at you and like, what the... And just give a confused look of, what the hell is that?
And he says, "Yeah, I get that a lot. Hi, I'm broken." And I try to shake their hands with my like.
They just
metal-
walk by.
Okay.
They just walk by.
And I say, good day. And I start just barge into the.
You guys hear footsteps downstairs. They sound metallic.
And I say- Hello.
Shall I get that?
You know what? I will answer the door for once. I feel like everyone answers the door. Let me answer
No.
the door.
Stay there.
No.
Viettervesk will try to put himself in front of her. Of course, you move much
I
more
run
quickly
faster.
than
Yeah.
I do.
I'm on your shoulder. I'm not moving.
So,
Yeah. Should I describe myself?
absolutely. As Poppy comes down the stairs, what does she
Uh,
see?
So you see what looks like a metallic cube-bodied thing with like 4 limbs, like a kind of long like metal pole as limbs. 2 that functions as arm and 2 that functions as legs. The legs kind of bend like a chicken leg, so it's like, or like a bird leg, so it's like bends the wrong way.
An ostrich.
And yeah, like an ostrich. And there's like 2 oval platforms that like functions as feet. And like on the front side of the cube is divided into like a bunch of little squares, and each square like is illuminated with like kind of light bluish like arcane hue in different like intensity that creates like a pattern that looks like a face, like it's like an emoji face, you see.
Poppy, you get instant feelings of judgment and paperwork.
No, wait, is this? No, you're not welcome here. No,
Well, wait, why is he not
do
filming
you-
them? But it is the one.
because he seems to be a something of order, and that's not welcome here.
I said, he kind of looks at you with a curious face, and like his eyes kind of light up and say, "Do you know who I am?"
Do you?
And last
Well,
time I met one of these things, you were judging this world, and you were gonna bring more. And if this is the start of that, we are already fully booked. Okay, we have crazy elf man, a red something over the wall we gotta deal with. We don't have time for this.
Is this thing the ones you found in the forest? Those things that supposedly scanned you?
Yep, Gilp, you saw them as well.
Well, I did not cast any magic just now. That was not me. I did not summon him.
As he kind of observes you guys, like, and realize maybe you know something about my kind, he gets kind of excited. Like, do you know what I am?
Did we know what his race was before that?
Not at
Arizona?
all.
Well, apparently it was according to Poppy. Perhaps you wanna put it better in better terms of words, Poppy? Explain what it was, since you could understand them.
Yes, human adjacent. Please let me know what I am. And as I, yeah, I kind of as like you're as I look at you, I kind of get a step close to you, like kind of invading your personal space, and starts to straighten out any kind of creases in your clothes and things like that, and like kind of straighten your collars if it's a little crooked.
Okay.
But there you go. Okay.
At this
Now
point,
you're-
Thoggir can jump in
now you're
whenever he
correct.
wishes.
Yeah, he's been sleeping and not sleeping, laying in a morose pose on top of Alonzo's bed, like eyeing everything and contemplating all the horrible things he had been thinking.
I see.
I'll come out. Don't worry.
All right, no worries. Just wanted to let you know. We cut back to this interesting scene.
I mean, I don't really know too much. It was a brief, moment where I unfortunately met them. They were very judgmental. They misconstrued everything I said. They weren't from here. They mentioned that. And they said they will be back. So, that's future problem. Yeah.
You take me to these
No,
my kins.
absolutely not.
Well, the thing is, with my magic, I accidentally summoned them, and then they kind of they teleport back, go back, disappear.
Can you do your magic again?
Well, my magic. Well, it's not safe inside, and it's as Poppy here says too soon. My magic is not to be trusted with sometimes. Just recently, I found myself eating kelp out of a hag's person.
Wait, what?
As you're talking, he like kind of touches you, like petting you.
Well, oi, hold on there, friend. Usually people usually ask for permission before they, touch someone, shake hands, and usually in my case, my captain has told me not to touch people because I am very sickish.
Okay, I'll note that. And he kind of like, his like pattern kind of goes like little scrambly for a second, and then like writes again. Noted.
When you say noted, you remember you have the note.
Oh yes, I have a note, and he kind of opens. There's like a flap that opens in the like what would be his buttocks area, but like it's like just a metal cube, like a flap, like a metal kind of flap opens, and he takes out a note, like a piece of paper, and gives it to you guys.
Mage hands it, and then Mage hands it over to Poppy.
How do I know this is real?
Can you read it?
Because I wouldn't lie, I guess.
The
Viettervesk.
note is just from Hagar.
Hadarg.
Yeah,
Hagar. He told me that either I could be of help to you, or maybe you could be of help to me.
How do you feel about possibly saving the world?
That sounds like an adventure, and I like adventures.
Hired.
I'm
I like
sorry.
him.
I'm sorry. Why are you here?
I guess I'm here to save the world.
Are you lost? Without purpose?
Why did you come to this place at this time?
I'll hand you. the note.
Well, I heard rumors that there was like someone that might know something about me, but I haven't been able to locate that person yet.
Well,
And you thought they were here?
Well, I befriended Hagar, the big, tall human.
The troll orc?
Yeah, like a like
We are aware of him.
human with like tusks. Yes.
Yes.
He told me that I should stay away from public. So but he told me that you guys might be able to help, or you guys might have some adventures or jobs for me, and that sounded as good as any.
I see.
I mean, can you look at our group? It kind of makes sense.
I think you guys make sense. Yeah.
We are a motley combination of various this and that's.
And now that I notice you, Viettervesk, he goes, you're kind of like me, but not like me, I guess. Do you know what I am? Am I related to you?
Well,
Gonna suck if you are.
We are not related that I am aware of. DM, what information were we able to glean about where this guy is from the last time we saw his kind?
Poppy got like the extremely lawful nature and the awkward metallic construction, but that was about it.
Right.
Whatever you are, do you perhaps have a name that they refer you to?
Oh, yes. People call me Broken. I'm Broken.
Well, we would probably not call you broke.
I don't know. The first people that I've met, they kept saying to me, "You are broken." So I am called Broken.
Viettervesk, I'm gonna leave this one to you. You're probably the device's choice to persuade him that this is not a good natured name.
Kind of like
I
it.
believe they think you are some form of arcane construct.
Is that what I am?
Yeah. It
Is
sounds possible.
Malfunctioning. Do I have any method that I would be able to use to tell if this being has a soul?
What is a soul? This
You
existential
would have a soul.
crisis.
You know what? You do. It would cost
How
you
would I go
25
about
gold.
What spell are we talking about?
You would have to ask for a vision.
Oh,
Because it's a yes or no question.
sure. Let's get to the bottom of that first then, because I have, since we've seen your kind magically appear, I have some suspicion that you may be more than simply someone's arcane
Accident.
automaton. I will spend the 25 gold worth of resources.
If it helps you know what if it helps me you discover who I am or what I am, I will gladly help you pay for that. I have some coins, and he reaches into that little compartment he has and takes out 25 gold and gives it to you.
What would be useful, although this is very generous, is if you have some tool of function that I might use to contact my deity.
Like tools, and he takes out his tinker tools and gives it to you.
Yes, exactly like this. Can I have these?
Yeah, I mean, I could lend it to you. I'd like it back at some point.
How about we buy you more with your 25 gold? Because these, unfortunately, will be consumed by my spell.
Okay, if it helps.
Wouldn't you like to know if you have a soul?
I like to know what I am. Yes.
Well, this will help to at least determine some things that you are not, which makes the list of things you are smaller.
That's good logic. I like that. Yeah.
Do we really want to let him know if he doesn't have a soul? That might,
If he
be a bit
doesn't have a
awkward.
soul, does he necessarily care if he doesn't have a soul?
Then that is a point. Should we invite him in? Do you, friend? Do you drink water?
I do not partake in your strange ritual of like ingesting things into your mouth. No.
It's really
No.
good news. Really good.
Well, no food, no water, no
This is a
alcohol.
very strange conversation to walk in on.
Well, hello,
Thoggir.
Thoggir. Hello.
And I say,
Are the tools
hello,
expensive
goblin
enough
adjacent human.
to tell the to cast my spell? They are. Then I would sit down and I would do so, and I would do it as sort of a ritual and ask him to move and stand inside the circle with me and set the tools out in a very particular pattern, and then start to go and throat sing really, really loudly.
As
Tibetan
he
throat
does that,
singing,
I look around the room do I notice anything like out of order or like not in like a crooked or
I mean,
like
It's
is
very
something
lived in.
misaligned or something? Yeah.
I would.
we're all adventuring all the time.
Gilp would mention, or at least say out loud. Well, the person who you saw is a Bugbear, Thoggir. He is, I believe, he is one who looks and knows
Oh dear.
around most in jungle and not jungle but swamp. He knows directions. He is very knowledgeable about where to go. Apparently.
Who are speaking out of turn. I would not really say I am great at directions. At least not by my track record.
Been there many times.
I used to say I was good with an axe, but recent moments have made me question otherwise.
Oh right, your thing broke. Should we go into town and get you a new one?
I don't think we can so simply replace one as amazing as her.
Well, if there was once a her, there could be another him or her or it. Either way, it is up to you if you wish to bring her memory back or if you wish to bring her legacy forward.
Regardless of feelings, I do require new weapons to be of efficiency in battle.
Well then, let's go to the store. I have 30 gold and we can buy you a very good great axe.
I'm very broke as well.
I am not. Let's go.
Oh,
can take
you're
care
also
of-
broken.
Well,
I love it.
We have the
No.
same name.
no, look here.
Basically, yeah.
No, let him. He is not wrong.
Well,
So
let's.
in this moment, I'm gonna have fun with this one. Then I'm just gonna tell you the answer because this is a hyper existential question. Viettervesk, your throat singing. Broken starts to tap his feet, one of his feet, to your throat singing. You confirm, indeed, Broken does have a soul.
Oh,
So
Also-
it can be defiled. Okay.
At the end of that, Lucas comes home. He's like, oh, that's a cool. All right, whatever. Here you go. And he tosses a bag up to Thoggir.
I say hello, short human, to Lucas.
Oh, 50 gold.
Why do I gain this from you?
Oh, because while the building's not done, I've still been doing work in between. I'm paying orphan kids. I'm paying kids and orphans and stuff from from the missionary sort of place to help me build it. But I'm taking jobs while it's going on.
You are truly an entrepreneur, one who must be watched as he is a go-getter. Lucas, I have a request of you.
Oh yeah.
We lost a companion recently, but I would wish you to find the location of all of his family members. Is that something you might be able to do?
Hell yeah.
I asked Lucas if he's going to save the world with us.
Oh, nah, I'm not saving the world. I'm not a save the world kind of guy.
That is not true. If the
You don't
world
like adventures?
required a punch in the junk, you would give it.
I am born for adventure. But I'm like I'm like a break up marriages kind of guy, I think. I've done a lot of that.
What is a marriage? What is a marriage?
It's a weird thing that adults do when they like each other.
It's a poor choice.
It is something that two people is willing to do in order to share their lives together for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, what Beardy McGold said.
Okay, so we're
a biochemical con job.
So are we married?
Well,
We're all married?
No. Oh, me and Viettervesk had that moment, but they're just friendship rings, so nobody's married.
No, we are not married.
I
So
understand that now.
We're spending time together, correct?
But you do have a soul.
Hey, congrats. Well, or maybe not.
Does that narrow down for you what I am?
It means that you are not a construct. You are not some form of golem. Therefore, likely you are not broken. You are just being confused for something that you were not.
No, but I am broken. That is what I'm called.
Well, that is what people refer to you as, but it was a descriptive, not a nominative.
Yeah, see, in this realm, we have what's called like names, which are like titles that define you. So, like, for example, if I were like, let's say, the Lord of this lighthouse, they would need, a name to refer to, who exactly is the Lord of this lighthouse? And they would say Poppy, because that is my name. When they said you were broken, they meant, you
as
enter name here are broken, but that's not your name.
Yes, so her name is Poppy. That is a nominative word for her. A descriptive word would be like unwise, headstrong, selfish occasionally. That's a two-word.
Hey, we have to kill Minethine, by the way, later. Thank you. So anyways, as I was saying.
As she says that, I'm going to say that this is when you hand the note over to Viettervesk.
What note?
Or like this is when Viettervesk sees the note from Hadarg.
The note from Hadarg that Broken dropped?
Yes.
Okay.
And it effectively is saying, I don't trust people to not take advantage of him. I figured he could be useful to you. Real good at hitting stuff. Weird things happen when he gets angry. P.S. Just go with broken. And then we flash back to Hadarg trying to explain the whole name thing, and it's just not sinking in.
All right. Well,
yeah, he keeps. Yeah.
I would like to give you.
He definitely does not understand.
I would like to give you a new name, something that is not definitive of what you are, but something that describes you.
Ken.
Well, you could be Ken, as Poppy here said. You are Ken. Do you accept this name?
We
First
could
name
just,
Bro, last name Ken.
Right, we could just call him Bro.
Oh, that is also very true. Do you accept any of these names?
I am okay with Bro or Ken, because I am broken.
Full story, bro.
Well, Thoggir, as I mentioned earlier, would you be opposed to going to town and getting a new weapon for you? Perhaps name it Lucy? Perhaps name it Robert?
Why are
Yes.
we talking about naming weapons?
Well, he lost his weapon, and I assumed he had great attachment to his previous weapon, and usually when you name something, you grow attachment to it.
Right. Sure, I guess. What is this about methanoine?
Okay, so hear me out. I have learned a lot from you, and you've taught me a lot. And now that I met that crazy elf man,
I am
I
suddenly
realize...
very worried.
No, hear me out. Hear me out. This is growth. You'll be proud of me. After meeting that crazy elf man, I realized that maybe I was a crazy half elf woman there for a while when I wanted revenge so badly that I just was blinded to everything, and I don't like being, you know, looked at as like a crazy person. So I'm trying a new thing where I am a good person who is peaceful in their heart and looks outwards and inwards and all the words. But anyways, Minethine, you know my complicated relationship. I know you don't approve, but he's, you know, like a father I never had, and I have,
He's not
you
your
know,
father.
I know he's not my father now, but I thought he was for a long time, which kind of fucked me up. So, as you know, I would like to just do the merciful thing. As you taught me, we should be merciful and kind and just and all those words. And I want to put him down because that's what he wants. And as an act of love, I want to give him what he wants before celestial beings come from the sky and say horrible things to him and just, you know. But you want him dead, so this works out.
I'm not sure I ever said specifically I wanted him to be dead.
Well, not with words, but you know.
I did say that I would choose for him to be dead over choosing to allow him to hurt other people.
He said the same thing. Look,
But
you guys are
he
bonding.
is well protected from that eventuality.
There's no life to be lived if you can feel nothing. So just let him go on for his judgment, his final judgment, and just, you know.
Broken will interject here and say, "Oh, I'm pretty good at killing people. I've done it before.
Worrying,
If
but
y-
good.
Would you like me to kill this person for you?"
No.
Is a bad way
No.
to say yellow.
No.
With that, Broken, what does your weapon look like?
Oh, well, right now he is actually carrying a solid metallic, like sort of rectangular, what do you call it? Like a rectangular cube, I guess. But it has like a little stub on top, which, well, you'll see it'll grow in, like into a pole, which will act as a handle, and it's like a big mallet, basically.
All right.
Big metal mallet.
All right.
It has some like ornate designs on it, but like it doesn't. He doesn't know what that is.
Yeah.
So when you're not using it, it's all collapsed.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, Broken. Let me ask that as we move forward, could you please avoid killing people without ensuring that they have done something to be worthy of having their life ended?
Well, I've only killed when people ask me to kill them, so I think that qualifies, correct?
Preferably, it would be better if you only, and now and always after, that you did non-lethal blows, because you never know.
Who has asked you to kill them?
Some my previous employers that
You were employed. Why are you no longer employed with them?
there was a misunderstanding, so I had to.
Sure. I could certainly understand that. What was the misunderstanding?
Was it like, oh, haha, that joke was so funny, you should just kill me now, and you took that as like, oh, I need to kill them?
Well, I don't remember what happened, but like one
That's
minute
not
they
a
were alive,
no.
and next minute they
That
weren't
is
not
not a
alive,
no.
so I had to
1 minute
Leave?
they were alive, and the next minute they were not alive, and so you had to leave. And you've only killed people who asked you to.
There is also
Yes.
another thing you said. Could you specify this? Remember that you remember what you remembered? What do you mean by that? Do you mean that before you did it, you had knowledge, but when something happened, you no longer had the knowledge of what happened?
I was trying to fix my employer's. It was incorrect. Like his collar was incorrect. I was trying to fix it. They wouldn't let me, and the next thing I know, they were all dead. So I had to leave.
So, in a spur of the moment of you trying to fix his clothing, he was found to have a broken neck, and you did not remember it.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but something must have happened. But my employer's employer did not like what happened, so I had to get.
Oh, so you're basically telling us that you are a runaway criminal? You have a bond after you?
Fun.
I'm not sure what criminal is, but I have.
Me too.
Well, we apparently do know that, but we will tell you. Criminal is someone who has broken the law, and the law in this case, well, is it not?
I mean, some laws are meant to be broken, one would argue.
I
Not
think you're
just-
only a criminal when you get caught.
Exactly.
Speaking
Also
of
not
the
true.
law, there is a knock on the door. It is not a heavy knock. It is not.
Mage hand open.
Oh, what is it?
You see a messenger, and it's just like young teenage kid with a message, and he's like, I was told to bring this to you. It's from Lythander.
No one's home. Sorry.
If you want this to be investigated, it can be, but your situation's delicate, so this is the only copy. If you burn it, then it wasn't documented.
Who is he speaking to directly?
Just the room.
I will
Okay.
mage hand grab the note and have the hand flow towards me with the note.
Okay. If you look at it, it is the scroll that he started to write about investigating into Drifter. But the difficult thing is you would also be included in that investigation. And if it is proven incorrect what you said, then that's when you would have technically broken the law.
Well, we only said that he was bringing down Celestials to judge all the elves. We did
100%,
not.
but it is
Yeah,
still
so-
technically illegal to speak treason of war heroes.
But is it treason if it's the truth?
That's the point.
And
so
that
it's
man
up
was
to you
crazy,
guys
So
if you want him to report it higher to be investigated. But if it is, it's possible if it does not go your way, you will be your group will have broken a law,
Well,
and you know what happens.
so I believe
gotcha.
okay,
It's true,
So
100%.
let's think about this for a hot second. If we are to go about this, mention this to the higher ups, we need to have solid proof so that we do not firebolt ourselves in the foot.
It is not proof. You guys would not require proof.
I mean, the
This would
men
be
can't
them
lie.
investigating it,
Yeah, so
not
once
your
he
investigation.
when he
But-
comes back and because it's us against him is basically the two people who are in this lawsuit, right? So when he comes back and he was very hoity-toity about I cannot lie, blah blah blah, so he can't lie about the situation. He will tell the truth of what happened and he will back us up, and then we win.
It is not very frequent lately, but I agree with Poppy that we should have them pursue this investigation.
Growth, told you, I'm changing.
That is yet to be seen.
The messenger was like, and if that's the case, you can sign it and I can bring it back. He just wanted to leave it in your hands. Okay, thank you. Takes it, leaves.
I heard you say no earlier. I'm not supposed to open the door if someone knocks.
Yeah, maybe we need to have a system in place, like, look through a window to see who it is before we open the door.
Poppy is worried that her crimes will catch up with her and she will be taken away.
Committed one crime, okay, and I already faced, my judgment for that. It's just we maybe have made a lot of enemies. Not just me, we. Okay, I'm tired of being the only one. Alonzo was not my fault. Whoa,
I have not left my enemies alive.
So we've been learning some
Frogzilla.
sketchy stuff. Well,
And
that was a big problem.
Menatine you also left alive.
Menatine is not my enemy.
So who's gonna kill him for me? Because he said I'm not allowed to, but...
But
Oh, broken.
No, hey, no! We're not going to tell this
Nobody
person
knows
to
he
kill
is.
people.
He's a perfect assassin. He's new to town. No one
people
will
know
connect
who
it
he
back.
is, remember? He is a wanted criminal. He killed someone.
Exactly, so he would do it again. It won't be connected back to me. Broken, are you free this evening?
Yes,
do you remember a couple minutes ago when you said, I changed?
Yes, I'm showing mercy.
Mercy being
Hold
swift,
on,
merciful death.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on.
Tag, Viettervesk, you're in.
We are all married together now, right? So
Yes.
I will kill this Menatine for you. if you
No.
like.
Thank you, husband.
No.
We should not
No.
entertain this.
This
This
is
is very-
relationship problems.
No.
This is
No,
very
no,
confusing for me. Like, do you want me to kill this guy or not?
No. Listen,
No.
Don't know.
No.
Married,
Okay.
you have to.
No.
Ken.
Okay, I won't kill them.
You have to.
Hold on.
No.
Well, Ken. Here's
Hold
one
on.
of the things first.
Viettervesk?
No! You're not killing anyone. There's no reason to kill anyone.
You're gonna
Methane
make me kill
is
someone I love.
protected. He cannot hurt anybody. If he wants to make amends for what he has done, first of all, allowing him to just end his life and end his punishment is not justice. This is escape. He doesn't deserve escape. If he wants to make things right, he should make things right.
He is by dying.
No.
Yes.
Dying does not absolve him from all of the pain and suffering that he has caused to thousands of families all throughout the continent of this world.
Don't you believe in the gods? Isn't he gonna go to the other gods that are not up there but down there, and they're gonna judge him very harshly, and his family is gonna be very
That
cross with him.
Does not help anyone left here to suffer and to grieve.
Well then, what if we just kill him slowly, then he can absolve slowly of his crimes.
No, that's not the point of this.
It's not.
Oh gosh.
Okay, first of all, did you take his bracelet off again?
No! Why do you always assume I do the worst?
Well, for the love of all of the stones in the center of the earth, I don't know, Poppy. Why do I
We
assume you
didn't.
do the worst thing?
We did it.
I just try to buy him, but he's too expensive.
Oh my
So I
God.
need to kill him.
He's,
Why would you want to buy him?
So
Kill him.
Well, I was gonna buy him to, make him be useful so he could pay for his crimes by helping people, because I was gonna have him be my servant and have, prevent people from killing me and my comrades, my friends, you guys.
All
And-
right.
And he said it would make him happy if he could, absolve all his crimes, do better, be a better person, and it would be a journey, a starter, for example, to start a journey by doing better, absolving his crimes.
But the risk is that if you do so, he may be contacted by a member of his organization, and he
No, we
will be
killed them.
forced.
We killed them.
Well,
Jeez,
Alonzo
Christ.
killed them.
Yes,
They are dead.
Alonso
So-
killed the last one.
Are we
He's safe.
certain
Yep.
of this?
Yep.
Well,
100%.
technically, Menethine could maybe
It
make
depends.
certain of that.
On how much you trust the zone of truth, which you both were under when the statement was said, because it came from Drifter Blackmouth's mouth.
But they can only speak the truth that they know. If there are ones alive that they don't know about, they can say that they're all gone.
Yeah.
It's-
And it is true to them.
Actually,
That high wisdom.
no, because it was confirmed afterwards.
Just that the link was broken.
Yes.
That you're because they did the speak with the dead. You're saying.
Yes.
You say my name?
My point still stands, though. That is only based on what that person knew in life. Is that incorrect?
That would
Can
be
the
correct.
dead see past the veil to absolute truth?
They do not see past the veil to absolute truth.
Okay. So what if she's wrong? What if there is another one out there?
You're fine.
Well,
Do this for your old friend Poppy. Have I ever asked for much?
I'm
that is probably
I'm not going to kill a man in cold blood for my friend Poppy.
You are not.
I am very confused.
I'm not
so
going to
are
allow
we-
someone to be killed in cold blood. That's what
Are
I
we
think.
thought you
killing
were
this person,
broken.
or are we not killing this person?
We
are
are not killing
this
this person.
That
Broken starts to shake a little,
Oh, no.
his face goes a little scrambly.
Viettervesk pushes Poppy behind him and says, "Back up!"
Well, hold on. Okay, Ken, few things. Why don't you start by taking a seat and, introducing yourself besides the crime that you committed unknowingly. But tell us what you like to do, spare time, hobbies, perhaps sewing, knitting, foraging. But tell us something about yourself. If you're going to be with us, we would like to know more about you.
I like to travel. I like to see the world. Everything is an adventure to me.
And
I like adventures.
I have a perhaps sensitive question. If whatever holding your arms and legs up goes down, who's going to fix you?
Do I need fixing?
Well, apparently you and everyone else seems to call you something that is very known for something that is not working, broken, and that is not good.
Well, I mean, for maintenance, I do it myself. I that's why I have those tools that now I guess is consumed.
Speaking
need
of
Spare
maintenance,
ones.
I would like to ask you if you could do some maintenance on yourself right now. Because right for a few seconds earlier, you were shaking in your boots.
Funny enough, the tools did work, but they did not break. Viettervesk,
I'll take him back then.
you are guessing that this was indeed a present for the troubles that were to come? That it
Or
worked?
to come.
However, what these are made of do not break down in the presence of what you did. It appears that the divine magic could not be channeled through them.
But it still worked.
Mm-hmm.
It was a pity present.
Yeah.
So if I were to try to cast another divination with the same tools, would it work?
No, it would not.
Okay, it was a one-time thing.
It was a one-time thing.
Okay.
It's because of the kindness of your question
All
that
right.
for why it went through.
All right. All right. Okay.
So are
First
we
of-
saving the world now?
Yes.
Okay. So would killing this person be saving the world?
No.
No. Okay. Okay, then I guess we shouldn't kill this person then.
Exactly.
I see. Yeah.
You have very good logic.
I think so. Yes.
Yes. So, we're not killing this person, Poppy.
You're right. We are not killing this person. So, I
First,
thought
I
you
mean, I
guys
just
had run
want to
into the shop.
clarify that you could
Yes.
not afford to buy his contract,
Yeah, of course.
so he doesn't belong to you.
No one should be owned by anyone,
I agree with that, but according to the laws of this city,
which are kind of stupid because you can't even slander a man anymore.
if you were to kill him in the current situation, you would be committing a very significant crime by destroying someone's property, would you not?
You're right. That's a really good point. So if someone were to kill Minithine, it would be a good thing that they could disguise themselves and not link it back to them. But, of course I would never. So do we need to run into town to the shop? Thoggir, you needed an axe, right? Let's go.
That is right.
Yes, let's
Yes.
go. Let's
Yes,
go.
I did. That's true.
Come, Ken, let us explore the city together and show you all of the wonders of this place.
The troll human told me I should avoid public spaces. Should I not do that anymore?
And I can help you out with that. I'll touch you and cast invisibility.
How long does that last for?
1 hour.
I'm
Take
gonna
1 hour.
attach a rope to his hand, and
You can't. He's invisible.
like
Well, you can feel around
Ken,
him.
could you hold this rope and don't let it go?
Sure, I hold the rope.
I hold the rope with the other end.
What's everyone's insight modifier?
Don't ask me that.
Broken. Yours does not matter for this.
Okay.
6.
5.
Both-
How do you count it?
Both. Just the modifier.
1.
-3.
Okay. Poppy and Viettervesk, you realize why Hadarg would give that advice? He's very gullible. From everything you've seen. So, you can imagine if someone convinced him to do something, it could be bad. That's the only reason.
Yes. A couple of things. One, Gilp, you look like you're walking around with an invisible dog right now.
Is that a problem?
Well, it's going to attract attention. If we're trying not to attract attention, perhaps that isn't the best way to do it. I don't know.
Well, then, perhaps. What if Ken, would you allow me to be seated upon you?
And then you would look like you're floating.
I'm a frog with golden beard. Have you met me?
I've never seen you float.
Well, I've flied. I've been turned into a monkey. I've been a
I
sheep.
suppose so.
I am going to attract attention because of my golden skin, my golden feathers. I am a frog. And specifically, this person right here is only gonna add to that. It's good that he is invisible. We do not want the unwarranted attention that we're already bringing thanks to me.
Won't you hurt him if you touch him?
Hey, Ken, would you shake my hand?
Sure. I shake his hand.
I shake his hand.
How are you with poison?
I have resistance to poison.
And
Not immunity, though.
you have advantage against saving throws.
Yeah.
And poison.
Yeah.
Make a con save.
So, con save. I got +8 on con.
What?
Plus
Yeah.
8. Oh, saves.
I know,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
you feel a slightly oily residue, but that's it.
Do you feel anything? Do you feel sickish?
No. I feel fine. Thank you.
All right. Well, let's go then.
I
Ooh.
jump on top of your flat head, circular.
Oh, I should mention there is like a whistle on top of his head and what looks like two broken antenna almost.
Yeah, steering wheel. Got it.
Yeah, it's you could grab onto it if you want.
Yeah, grabbing onto it. Yes, looking around in hide. Never bet
So
this
once I save it, is it like one time thing, or do I need to
Every
continue
time.
to save so if he's on top of me, do I have to keep
Make one
doing con
save.
saves?
Make
Okay.
one save for that.
Yeah.
Every 6 seconds. Right?
All the con saves.
Let's give me
just
10 con
assume-
saves for the next minute.
Let's just assume you have the poison condition. Let's just assume you're going to fail the con save eventually.
I mean,
24.
Yeah, you're good. You are golden.
I'm gonna turn in. Yeah, no, I'm using time.
So for the first measure of business, which is going to get a new weapon for Thoggir. Do you want to just buy? Roll on wild magic.
I'm
Yes.
just gonna get prepared for if something was gonna happen.
Yep. So you are
What just
inside
happened?
your foyer.
Oh God.
Wait, what just happened?
He just
what is it
triggered
to
wild
roll?
magic. He
Oh,
just
he
triggered
did?
it.
Right.
No.
He cast mage armor on himself just in case.
Oh.
Yep.
Protected himself with the power of chaos. Oh, good.
65. Oh no!
That sounds like a great number.
It's not.
It's not.
It's
What
not.
could possibly go wrong?
It's really
the
bad.
worst.
It's
It's one of the worst.
Did you just cast
What?
fireball on us?
No, that's 7.
Okay.
So
But I did cast lightning bolt on you.
Yeah.
I'm going to rule it that I'm choosing this one.
Alright.
And I'm going to go with all of the non-metallic people. Because it's funny.
Oh my God.
Yeah, since I'm on top of him and he's become a current, whatever it's called.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Please roll 4d10.
Oh no.
No, please don't.
It's out of my hands.
Clearly.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. That's good.
Low roll's
So
good.
when Gilp jumps on, you see him go to cast. He does cast mage armor, but the energy flows down, and then all of a sudden, out of those antennae, you all take 13 the 3 of you take 13 lightning damage.
Whoops. Sorry. Hehe.
I'll second level absorb elements.
It's amazing.
My mistake. Sorry about that.
Oh, that worked.
What did you do?
I just casted mage armor. I want to be safe. But my
That
wild magic.
was the exact opposite of safe.
Then
Why are you worried about mage armor? We're just going into town.
Well, you never know when you have someone who's a wanted person for murder.
Or you have to kill someone.
What did you learn about turning into a turtle in the middle of battle that made you think this moment right now?
A sheep.
It is.
Wait. No.
It was a sheep.
I apologize. Something much more delectable. Nonetheless, here we are going into the public, and you risked whatever the hell might happen when you use magic.
Yes, but I don't need to cast magic all the time
And why did you?
because I wanted to be safe before I venture into the uncertainty that is this town that has very judgmental views on a lot of different people.
Do you know what the word ironic means?
I think we're gonna cut to break on that perfect moment.
That's fair.
All right, we'll be back in about 5 to 10, everybody.
All right.
Don't abandon me.
What could go wrong?
Don't even begin.
So you're telling me you want something to go wrong when you're shopping
No.
because we're back.
No.
I can cast a few spells to see where it goes wrong.
Yeah, I can make things go wrong. Watch.
You want it to go wrong? I got you.
I mean, technically, I just need to jump somewhere in the land. It's gonna be causing some mayhem.
Well, oh yeah, with your boots and the jump style. You can just
Oh
jump
my
like-
gosh.
Yeah.
But
And
indeed,
okay.
there was some shopping that wanted to be done.
Yeah, we're fixing a great axe for Thoggir. It's not the permanent replacement, but it is something we can work with for now.
Yes.
All
And
right.
I can't really afford better, so I think a standard great axe is a good choice.
Yeah. And since I offered to buy it, and I did say I was gonna buy it, is Thoggir going to oppose?
No.
Then that is so.
Well, do you want to do anything specific, or do you just simply want to pick up great axe?
I want to haggle for the great axe.
Roll persuasion.
I'll use my Tides of Chaos.
Hell yeah.
30, didn't need it.
Jeez.
I'm a king, I should be good at speaking.
With a 30?
Wow.
I'm tempted to just give it to you.
It's his second 30 too.
I know.
And like his second row was 29. It's like
Yeah.
29.
You know what?
It's ridiculous. That's crazy. That's
The
awesome.
shop you
Yeah, but-
go into is like a younger guy whose work isn't out yet, or like his name's not out that well. When you ask for a great axe and you express that you are an important person, he just gives it to Thoggir. He doesn't ask for money. He's just like, hey, if anybody asks, tell them you got it here. You're gonna swing that axe real good.
Well, could you sign it as well, so that if you have a signature,
Oh.
of your shop?
It's already
Just-
on there. The maker's
Oh,
mark is on the bottom of the pommel.
Very
Is
well.
the maker's mark on his awesome axe fender?
It is not Fender.
That's unfortunate.
This guy's not that cool yet.
Was that like an inside joke I didn't get?
Yeah, it was the guitar joke.
Guitar joke,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
My axe.
Very well.
Oh, I get it. Okay. Axe.
But
Very
indeed,
well.
you have now gotten your axe. Is there anything else around town you would specifically like to do? Would you like to plan to go anywhere and do anything? Speak with anybody specific?
Yeah, I would like to go to a general store that sells food,
Easily done.
specifically meat that is preferably already cooked, ready to serve.
You will be able to find like ration equivalent stuff, but not pre-cooked, like ready to serve meat. If you're looking,
like skewers, kebabs that were being grilled on the streets.
okay, yeah, no, that you will be able to find in the arena district.
I would like to say, well, I have simply had my ways of going to the arena district to buy some pre-made food. It is not for myself, but it is for the people. Wait, does this town have a slums?
Yes, we have to walk
Not-
through them to get to the nice part of the city.
Not really.
I suppose it depends on your definition.
Yeah, like, so there's the rich area, and it kind of scales down as you hit arena, then common, then anyone living in the... There's an area that's dirtier. But there's no slums, per se. Like even though there is homeless, it's not an epidemic or a pandemic. Like, it's... And the homeless here don't live that bad because it's more moderate temperatures. Like, it's a... So there isn't really a slums.
Alright, but
By
there is
definition.
a homeless kind of vibe area.
Not really. They're like they're
There's
pretty much
there's
everywhere.
a poor part of town.
Yeah, so let's go back to the Black Marsh map because it's easier to
Alright,
explain it
let's
that
go,
way.
let's go. Yeah.
So if we look at the map of Black Marsh, if you start on the left hand side,
We're talking about
top,
number 22.
like the high docks, most money, followed by the arena district. So sorry, the Memorial Games district. But after that, Central Black Marsh and over, the wealth is relatively similar.
Alright. I'm just gonna go to one of those areas with 9 goals worth of kebabs and skewers and everything. Even with or without my friends. And do you decide to follow?
Viettervesk is going to spend a nice day hanging out with Poppy.
I actually have some errands I need to run, so...
Excellent. I will keep you company.
Broken is still invisible, right?
You're invisible for an hour.
Okay, so for that hour, he's going to just roam around the city, like, randomly, and see if he can find, like, a tinkerer.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
With a 10, Memorial Games District, you'll find people who claim to be tinkerers. And sure, they're using close to proper equipment, but no, it's not what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Like, you're looking for someone a specific
yeah.
thing, and with a 10, you get no clues towards that.
Okay. For rest of the time, I'll just take in the sights as I just roam around like randomly, and then I'll eventually try to find my way back to my married friends, friends that I'm married with.
Hell yeah. Poppy. Do you run errands?
Okay, yes, but I'm gonna get rid of Viettervesk. Not because I'm doing anything bad, but just because I like to keep you on your toes.
You're going to try to get rid of Viettervesk.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn invisible. I'll cast invisibility on myself, and then I will run away, and then disguise myself as a commoner and get lost in the crowd.
All right. So you turn invisible while I'm standing next to you?
I'll just be like, "Oh, Viettervesk, can we go into that shop?" And then when you turn, I'll cast invisibility.
Yeah, I'm going to have to make an insight check.
Yep.
Because you've already said you want to sneak off and kill someone today.
I'm not gonna do it.
I don't know that that's true.
Yeah.
All right, I look the other way.
Invisible.
I look the other way. And she becomes invisible.
Indeed. Poppy, roll me a D100 just to see how crowded the area is that you're in.
Okay.
Okay. It's not the most crowded, but you will have to make a acrobatics check to not bump into people to get through.
You got this.
As I turn around and I see that she has disappeared,
Yep.
I will shout out, "Poppy, where did you go?"
The moment you yell that, you see someone going, "Dude, don't push me!"
And I will start running in that direction. And I will say, "Someone is invisible! They might be trying to pick your pockets!"
Oh god.
Oh.
And the flames.
Is there a way, because I can see Viettervesk shouting, is there a way I can, go behind him or just, stop, stand still, and let him pass me, and then disguise myself as, a commoner. Just a normal person, plain Joe.
You'll become uninvisible when
That's
you
why I went
cast
behind
it.
him.
Wants
Yeah.
me to go
Okay.
past her.
Yeah, I just.
And she
wants
said
to
plain
sneak
Yes.
Joe.
You can
Not
absolutely
plain
do that.
Okay.
I need you to roll persuasion with disadvantage so the crowd doesn't respond when you pop up. Because apparently you're picking their pockets. Okay, Viettervesk runs over. You get behind him, and then
My passive perception
do that.
is 16.
you notice her behind you. Then she turns into somebody else.
Do I see what she turns into?
Yeah, just an average-looking guy.
Okay. Viettervesk will continue turning in a circle, yelling, "Poppy, where are you?"
With all of this yelling, indeed, some guards will approach. It's a simple, "Stone man, why are you spinning?"
I am looking for my friend who is lost in the city, and I am worried about her. She could get herself into very serious trouble without my help.
Roll persuasion. Advantage, because you're being a concerned citizen. That's enough. Oh yeah, that's enough.
God
We
damn
will
it.
get some people on that right away. What does she look like?
I will describe Poppy as what she looks like, and I will let them know that she is very interested in the arena area of the town and that they might look for her there. All the while, I will be side-eyeing Poppy in secret male form and keeping an eye on where he is going.
As soon as the guard's talking to you, I'm just trying to get out of your eye line and disappear into the crowd.
Okay.
I'll give you a wink before I go, though.
Well, I get a 12 on perception, apparently.
Poppy, roll stealth with disadvantage.
What?
We
Why is
believe
she
it's fine.
disadvantaged?
Because
She
you
winked at
know it's her, surrounded by a crowd who is giving you a wide berth because there's guards in the area.
All
It
right.
doesn't matter. I'm not doing anything bad.
I will pretend I didn't notice her, and then I will follow her from a distance.
Viettervesk rolls stealth.
Two can play this game.
Clop, 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 clop.
This is at disadvantage because I am wearing the equivalent of heavy armor.
Oh god.
Okay. Poppy, roll perception.
Oh, it's a 10. Okay. It is rolling twice for me.
Yeah. Viettervesk is following you.
The worst.
Viettervesk is going like this.
I'm not gonna acknowledge him. I'm gonna let him think he's being stealthy.
I love it. Okay, so in that case, what are you going off to do?
Okay, I need to go to the the garden shop.
Okay.
A garden shop?
The word escapes me sometimes. Where do you buy plants? Plantery.
A garden.
Well, you could go to the church, right, to get the plants.
A nursery.
I don't want to see the
nursery, but
A nursery.
Nursery,
Yeah.
yep. One of those.
'Kay.
I'm gonna buy like cactus, but like a cool looking cactus. Or do they sell them? Or like a prickly flower?
I need you to roll investigation.
a
Like a
thistle.
succulent.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's looking for a succulent of some type.
Like, you describe what you're looking for, and the woman behind the counter is like, "I'm sorry, those grow in the desert or deep in the marshes, so we do not have any of those." Would you like this
you-
tulip?
No. No. Do you have anything like? Do you have some poppies?
Indeed, we do. There is a lot of fields of battle which they grow on.
Okay, I'll take some of those, please.
Okay, that will be 1 gold.
Okay.
In the background, you hear, "Yes, I have heard that red carp is very good for you. I would like to buy 2 of them."
Oh my gosh. Okay. So 1 gold. I will hand it over. I won't negotiate.
You have Veter Dad following you.
Veter dead.
Okay, once I leave the shop, I'm gonna kind of Viettervesk really fucked me. Okay.
That escalated quickly.
Okay, are there like, is there, okay, I'm just gonna tell you where I'm going. I'm going to the arena, but on the way there, is there any like side streets that I know that I could lose Viettervesk and turn invisible again?
Quite possibly.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do that one more time.
Are we doing more checks?
Stealth versus insight. Sorry, stealth versus perception. Yeah.
Okay. Do I get my D4 on this since I'm actively trying to keep an eye on her? Okay.
What was that stealth check?
Wow.
Yeah, I don't even think you need the D4.
You see her slip down an alley that doesn't have many people.
I am going to quickly run up to the edge of the alley and look around the corner.
You see her there, getting ready to
follow
cast.
her.
God damn it.
Poppy, I found you.
I still cast invisibility. I'm not gonna acknowledge you.
I keep running,
Yep.
like right toward wherever I last saw you, arms out. Where are you going, Poppy?
Roll me an athletics check with disadvantage.
Me?
Yep, because she's invisible. Poppy, make me a dexterity saving throw. You miss her.
Yep. I stop and I listen. Can I hear her running away?
Roll perception. We're gonna use the same thing. You do.
We're watching a D&D Jason Bourne chase scene.
You are.
All I can imagine is this, the chicken chase song.
How close are we to the arena at this point?
You're very close.
Okay. Viettervesk is just going to shake his head and he's going to take a very brief moment. And he is going to cast Locate Creature with Poppy being the target.
You do not need to make checks. You will know exactly where she is.
And then I'm going to follow her.
Poppy, you're going, and you can't chase. You can't chase it. You can't lose them. It's
All right,
not it's not working.
I'll just shout behind me. Viettervesk, trust me, I'm not gonna kill him. I just need to take care of some things.
Please roll me persuasion with disadvantage.
I'm not gonna kill him.
Cool. No one takes that as an open threat on someone's life and calls a guard.
As you run invisibly through the street shouting, "I'm not going to kill anyone." Makes
Yes.
sense. Makes sense. Do I believe her?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Yep. If it's the truth, yes.
It is.
Okay.
Yet.
Right.
Today.
And I heard you,
Yes.
so I'll shout back, "That's fine. I'm still going to go along with you."
It's private.
I just keep following. If you want to cut to the other people, for
Absolutely,
a while, that's
100%.
fine. We
Thoggir.
took some time.
Thoggir, what are you doing?
regretting my life choices. No, it was very simple. All I needed to be.
That's my jam right now, buddy.
Trust me, I'm sure it is. I got a free axe from Gilp, which kind of further affirms my feelings that he's potentially a trustworthy ally, but I don't have like a need to remain out at the shop, and I get the sense that as a bugbear, I feel better spending less time hanging out in public. So I'll go back to the lighthouse. I have this like need to go through Alonzo's stuff and try to find something that I feel like would be able to lead me towards his family.
Alonzo, I'm going to leave that up to you. Thoggir, make an investigation check.
I can roll that die.
Yeah.
Okay, so with a 16, what would he find in Alonzo's belongings?
He would find well, the thing that probably would be the most help to you is his signet ring, which has like the crest of his family.
He wouldn't have had.
He had that on his person, correct?
Oh, you're right. It probably would.
But would he have had his papers, his patents of nobility on him?
That I don't think he would.
Let's see. Does he have such a thing? Yeah, he does have a scroll of pedigree that you might be able to see his lineage.
That would help.
It indeed would have the information of those that came before him, family name, all of that.
I will take such an item and like he will start staying in Alonzo's room instead of staying in his own room.
Okay.
And that's where he'll be while they finish shopping.
Okay. What about Gilp?
Well, Gilp is going to the place, and he's looking for a well. And then when he's at the well, he's going to use ship water into a throne for his size, a bit taller than usual height, and just call out, "Citizens, hello! I would like some of your attention. I bring free gifts."
Yeah. People are like, oh, it's a frog.
I will then use Gust on the kebabs and meat that I have to make it, fly in all directions together, to make the smell travel.
Within 3 minutes, you're out of kebabs.
Yes, at least I've spent like 9 golds on the kebabs.
100%. And that's like me saying like 5 silver at most per kebab. You're out within 3 minutes.
Yes. Well, my name is King Gilp. I reside in the Great Light Tower. And as you might have heard, I'm friends with the Breaker of Chains, the Conqueror of Hags, Rescuer of Many, Battler of Giants, Dragon Slayer, and Tenacious Lord of the Lighthouse Poppy. And as a friend of hers, I, King Gil, bring gifts, because we are nice people, specifically me. And this is just free of charge, no strings attached, just goodwill, because we are good people, specifically me.
I have a question.
Yes.
When you purchased them.
Did not touch them.
Okay.
I'd have told them to, can you put them in this bag?
Yes.
Wrap them in something?
So, you avoid poisoning a whole bunch of people in town by giving them food.
Yes.
But, roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Alright.
A nice juicy red apple?
28.
With a 28, indeed, you spread the goodwill of Poppy, Lord of the Light Tower.
And me, King Gil.
I was going to say, I thought
100%.
his whole point was spreading the goodwill of himself as a monarch.
100%. You do both. That's a 28.
Okay.
So people are starting to talk about both of you. More Gilp, because you're the one who gave the food, but...
And then I was gonna say, and if you're in trouble or troubled by something, please come to the lighthouse and ask for either me or Poppy. And if you're in a position to help, we probably will. Because we are good people. Believe in us, and we will believe in you.
That's a 28 persuasion, baby.
Not running for office here.
They're like, oh yeah, hey, no, if I need, yeah, no, I will, I'll spread the word.
We have a capable cleric who can heal almost any ailment, almost. And someone who can hunt very well. He has a good appetite, so he has a good taste for food. And me, I am capable with magic. And Bobby is also capable of more than just magic. But take this free food for now. I will be back later at another date, at another time, with more food and more good news, ideas, whatever you can call them, but tidings. That is it for now. And don't touch this water throne. It is poisonous because I am poisonous.
Well, the throne will just... the moment that you stop focusing on it.
Then I'm going
Which
to
is
make
the fun
a
part.
great... I can't do that. No, I have 5 HP. I was gonna use jump and just jump away heroically. Not doing that! I'm just gonna start jumping away like not so very cool, just like a frog would.
Oh, they think that you're super cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. That's it.
Let's resolve
Just
Poppy and Viettervesk.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to get inside the arena. Still invisible.
You're invisible. You can easily pull it off.
All right, I'm looking for Menethine. What's he doing?
He is currently training gladiators.
I'm
Well, gladiators is the wrong way to describe it. It's the equivalent of like a daycare day for like a workplace. So it's a whole bunch of kids with wooden weapons. Because that's clearly safe.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put the poppies to the side, and then I want to like sneak attack him. Not to kill.
I know.
Just
I know.
to clarify. This is our way of saying hello.
Oh, I
Okay.
missed you, stab.
I need to roll one thing. I need to check one thing.
How far behind her is Viettervesk?
You're quite far behind. Because you're slow. Okay.
Get there eventually.
Make your attack roll.
Okay, I'm gonna attack him with my dagger, actually. Just a little friendly. Hey,
She is herself now, correct?
invisible. Yes.
But
Until
not
I stab, yeah.
disguised.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you will just hit because you have an advantage from being invisible.
Mm-hmm.
What area of the body do you go for?
I imagine like, can I like kind of jump attack and like, I don't know. I don't want to like hurt him, but like.
Stabbing him with a dagger, but I don't want to hurt him.
I mean, he stabbed me a bunch of times. That's how we bond. Like, jump on his back and like around throat and just like stab him like in the shoulder.
Cool. So you jump on his back, stab him in the shoulder, become visible, blood starts to run down his shoulder, and there is about 25 screaming 8-year-olds.
I was like, haha, gotcha.
These kids are crying. They're screaming. They just saw somebody get stabbed out of nowhere. He doesn't show a response to what you did, and he walks. He'll do it with you on him if need be to go and try and console these kids.
Yeah, I'll just like stay on him and be like, oh no, it's okay. It's how we say hello to each other. You're gonna be gladiators. You gotta get used to the
Deception
blood and the
disadvantage.
stabbing.
You have never established this is how you say hello to him.
Well, it is now after we traveled and I broke him out of prison and like, you know, we did have that moment where we did like try to fight each other.
Okay, so he believes you. You still need to figure out a way to calm down these kids who just saw somebody get stabbed.
Okay, you know what? When I get sad, I like to do funny things. Can I do funny?
Like stab my friends.
Check it out.
Viettervesk, you are now getting close to the arena, and you
What I can do.
you're just getting close enough to hear freaking out kids.
I will disguise myself as like, oh god, that will probably scare them too.
Viettervesk will run as fast as my little legs can carry me across the pavement.
I'll let you know when you get there.
Okay.
I'll disguise myself as just like, I don't know, a funny looking person, like a clown. I'll disguise myself as like a clown, but like a friendly clown, not like a freaky clown.
I need you to roll a performance check in this moment of stress.
Just a reminder, I have boots that make me fast now.
Yep, I'm aware of that.
Okay.
Okay, performance. Okay, 11.
Cool. So Viettervesk, you are now approaching as you see a dagger in the shoulder of Menethine, Poppy on his back. Do you stay on his back or jump down when you do this?
I will do it on his back, and how do the kids react? Do they think it's funny?
You turn into a clown on his back. They start yelling, "Witch!"
Oh, what? You've never seen magic before? What are you, like, nerds? Like, go out, live a life. When I was your age, I did a lot more cooler stuff. Menethine, I will meet you in your room. This is a lame crowd you're hanging out with, and I will get off his back and grab the poppies and go to his room.
Do you take your dagger out?
Yeah, that's kind of important, so I'll just...
More blood.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll cast Heal Wounds.
Oh no, put it back in. It was bleeding.
Okay, you cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah,
You don't need to worry about rolling.
Okay.
He's good. The kids are still freaking out. Viettervesk, you get the sense Menethine doesn't know how to deal with kids. He was fine with sort of teaching them really lightly. The moment they started to have an emotional reaction, he's just trying to reason with them.
Yep, that sounds about right. As I run up, Viettervesk will say, "What has happened? Why are the children terrified?"
They are unreasonably freaking out due to Poppy stabbing me in the shoulder to apparently inform greetings.
You told me you weren't going to try to kill him.
Children, please, this is just greetings. Why are you upset?
I will look around and see if there are any guards approaching.
Absolutely.
And I will say, "Poppy, I did tell guards to specifically be looking for you here, and you just attacked someone, so perhaps we should find somewhere else to be."
Whoa. First of all, I'm a gladiator. We're in a stadium. Stabbings happen here. Why is everybody panicking? Like, when I was a kid sneaking into the stadium, we stabbed, each other all the time. I saw people stabbing each other.
At this point, Poppy is starting to get surrounded by about 4 guards who are at the ready, not with their spears.
Look what you did, Viettervesk. You should have just let me go into town and run my errands.
Look, I found her. She is safe. Thank the gods.
All the kids go, "She stabbed a guy! She tried to kill him!"
Grow up, okay? That's what you do. You have swords. What do you want to do with that sword? You want to stab somebody, okay?
Bunch of snitches.
What is Menethine doing?
Regretting.
Menethine is standing there, and the guards will say, "Is this true? Did she attack you?" And Poppy's not going to like his response, whereas, "She did, but she intended it as a form of greetings. I do not understand why this custom has come about." And following that statement, the words you hear are, "Please come with us. You are placed under arrest for assault."
Good going, Viettervesk. Take me away.
Where are you taking her? I will walk along with them if they will allow it.
Oh, they absolutely will. You haven't done anything to cause reason to not allow it.
Where are you taking her?
They are taking her to the guard barracks.
Why
what will happen once she is there?
Make a history make a history check.
No, I'm asking them.
Oh, well, she's going to be arrested, and then it will be determined if she has to do community service, serve a little bit of time, based off of what is said and what must be done.
So she has committed the crime?
Oh, indeed, she stabbed someone in front of 25 children.
They're training to be gladiators. Why are you softening them? Like, what is this? I literally was bringing flowers for my friend to tell him, like, some bad news. And now I'm getting arrested, Viettervesk. I hope you're happy.
I am most definitely not happy, Poppy.
Viettervesk, make a history check.
Okay. Okay, where did that go? Oh, there it is.
I will let you know this is not a difficult check.
Well, that's not a great roll.
In that case, something does not come to your mind.
Yes, I'm sure that it was just a misunderstanding, right, Poppy? You didn't mean to stab him, did you?
I'm so tempted to say I'm not allowed to.
What do you say?
Okay, but would I know that they're gonna eventually put me in a zone of truth?
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna tell the truth. Okay, look, me and that elf have a complicated history. He's my friend. I broke him out of prison. You might remember that. Hi, Poppy, me. And we developed a friendship where we stab each other to, become stronger because we're freaking gladiators. It's what you do. It's not like I'm stabbing people in the middle of the street.
All right. When you are brought to the guard station, you will be processed. You will be brought right to Lythander.
Am I allowed to follow along?
100%.
Okay.
And before we do anything, Poppy, what is your level?
Why?
What level are you?
Bard
that her
7.
answer was why.
Warlock 1.
I need you to roll a D100. You
my
just
goodness.
stabbed someone in front of 25 kids whose parents were effectively paying for expensive daycare.
Wouldn't that be changing alignment in any case?
Not for this.
Not for Poppy.
Poppy, I'm going to let you know what's at
just
stake
chaotic
here.
as F, man.
Right, I know that seems like it should be character changing, but for Poppy, it's just called
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
All people being stabbed
So-
as children all the time. Why are we being so sensitive
Poppy.
to them?
If
Yeah.
you roll an 8 or lower, none of the parents' children want to press charges, so it's not a crime. But if you roll anything above that, you have committed a crime.
One time.
I know Poppy, she doesn't commit crimes.
Don't worry, you need a good lawyer. That's why you got me.
Oh, we were fucked.
Poppy doesn't commit crimes. Crimes commit her.
Yeah.
I stabbed someone at a gladiator stadium. I don't
Prison
see what's
break
wrong.
time. Prison break time.
So, this campaign just
Again.
entirely changed, and I love it.
Or do I
Prison
just
break
create
time.
What if Poppy just wants to serve her sentence? She's tired of adventuring.
So,
I'm tiring.
what happens now? You're in Lythander's office, and he is on your side.
Like,
I
good
understand.
Cop, bad cop way.
No.
Right?
Like,
Like-
I know you and Menethine. I get what you have done. I'm going to do everything I can to help. And there is a pounding on his door.
What brats?
It will be open, and there is 10 people yelling to charge you.
For what? Having a good time?
Being awesome.
Viettervesk, what do you do in this moment? What they're saying is incomprehensible above the...
I will gently wrap my fingers around Poppy's elbow, and I will say, let's move away from the door. I'm not sure these people will not try to hurt you.
Would like to see them try because apparently they don't like seeing blood.
Yes.
And Lythander will stand up and be like, if you wish to do something, please register at the desk. Do what you will do.
Oh.
To the crowd. And they will follow through, but you are going to be charged with an account of assault with a weapon.
And just to be clear, I will say, as I walk over to Lythander at his desk and I sort of stand next to him shaking my head, this means that she is going to have to be put away, correct?
Not just her.
What? Can I just pay this off? Money is what's, fuels everyone, right?
What do you mean?
I'm going to have to call my brother. And the agreement with your group.
Viettervesk, is it time for me to do what I do best? To say the word.
You're saying that we have broken our contract with you and the city.
He does not speak, but he quietly nods in a very solemn sense.
Oh. I forgot about that. Oh no, you're in bigger trouble then. Oh.
That's why I said this entirely changes things.
It's okay. You and me, broken. We got this.
Prison break.
No. We're gonna persuade them to...
So this is where it gets interesting. Word will be sent out to gather any of those who were on that document. Thoggir, what do you do when guards try and arrest you?
You mean when they come to the lighthouse?
Yep.
Because you've gone home, right?
Yeah.
Would I be home at that point?
You would.
Yeah, where am I at this
You
point?
would also be at the lighthouse.
But I wasn't involved in this, right? Like, would they try to...
You were not. Neither was Gilp. However, I don't think Gilp or you are aware.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Thoggir
We're not
is.
aware of what's going on?
But Gilp and Alonzo aren't aware of that
Broken, not Alonzo.
that agreement.
Yeah.
So we just see them trying to apprehend Thoggir?
So you hear a heavy knocking at the door.
I will not open this time. You say, who is knocking?
Please open up, Suncrest Continental Guard. We are here for Thoggir.
Very well. Give me a second. I'm gonna quickly yell out, Thoggir, you have visitors, and I open the door.
They will rush right past you and head upstairs.
Hey, why are you rushing?
They are
Don't be
not
so rude.
answering you. They are just going up the stairs.
I close the door after them and then start proceeding to follow them.
Police are gonna police.
Do I have a sense that, like...
Oh yeah,
my
they're
new friends
they're
are in
focused.
trouble?
They are
Oh,
focused in going up those stairs.
This is...
I'm gonna say you're
shut.
upstairs at the time.
Let's hope you do not have a picture of wanted.
You understand law. Like, you see them coming focused on their job as guards.
We
Thoggir.
haven't had a long rest yet, have we?
No.
Okay.
I will follow them. So I have some inkling of, like, that...
You have an
Thoggir
inkling.
is-
Thoggir, you do as well.
Okay. So... oh, okay. I will follow them upstairs and kind of... what are you doing to my new friends? Like, what are you here for?
He has broken an agreement with the Royal Council of Suncrest. He is to be
that means
arrested
nothing to me.
immediately.
You're taking him away?
Yes.
They're taking him to the other people where they are going to detain him for a little while.
Can I?
Are there windows?
There are.
I might have to do a. Could I make a saving
this
throw?
whole thing outside of Alonzo's room?
Yep.
Can I
Oh
do a
no.
wisdom
You heard them before your alarm went off. You can do a wisdom save.
Because I also called out that he has visitors.
I also am Spider-Man, and so I'm going to parkour out my window.
Make an athletics check. Or acrobatics, whatever one's better for you. You are on the second floor effectively, but that's still about 70 feet up.
I do have 35 feet climbing.
Speed. Climbing, don't worry about it. Yeah, you have.
What does
just trying to go up to the roof
Right,
of the watchtower, basically.
Gilp is ready to throw hands.
Which I know is a really high climb. So
This is true. Would you have used your action to dash up?
Oh yeah. No, I'm getting the fuck out.
Okay, what's your movement with the dash? 1 second. What's your movement with the dash?
70.
70. Okay, you are still within crossbow range. So once I resolve Gilp and Broken, then we will see if you get tagged.
Well, okay, so Broken keeps he's panicking at this point, and he's saying, "Please, don't stop! Don't hurt my friend! Don't hurt my friend!" He's starting to get like he's probably going to go in rage if he sees them like try to hurt my friend or try to force him out.
Next round, you will be going into rage because they are going to be acting aggressive. They're going to go bust down his door.
Okay.
As I said, concentrating a spell is going to be polymorph because the behavior Broken emitted of being like static.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not in control.
He's going a little bit like.
Yes, that's a clear sign. I'm going to polymorph.
Was Gilp
on
the contract?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
I'm just stopping Broken from, adding to the list of detainees.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. In that case, I'm first going to have Thoggir roll just a dex saving throw instead of me rolling a whole bunch of crossbow attacks. You will only be hit by 1 d10 plus 2.
As a rain of crossbow bolts launches out of the tower windows.
7 coming up. You take 7 points of piercing damage as you get struck by a crossbow bolt. On the inside, door busts down. They see no one in there, but they hear the crossbow. This is when Broken would enter into a rage.
Is there an audible sound coming from you? Is there like a motion of movement you do?
Okay, so when he goes into rage, his like that blue hue turns into crimson, deep crimson red, and like his whole a screen goes all like scrambled, like all glitchy, and that whistle on top will whistle up, and like he drops that like a big rectangular thing. A pole comes out. He's gonna start smashing.
What happens when you go into a rage?
There's also a certain effect that happens. I have to roll a d8.
Yes. When you've rolled, I'm gonna do the polymorph because I see that. Should we do like
not yet.
Initiative?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
So I'll go into rage and then he goes to the polymorph?
Yep.
Is that the order?
You go into a rage. The rage triggers the polymorph.
All
but
right,
we'll see what happens when you rage.
Yeah. Let's see. Where is that thing? Wild Surge. Okay.
Yep.
That gets D8 if I'm correct. Yep.
You are?
That is a 3, which means that an intangible spirit, which looks like a flump or a pixie, definitely a flump,
I love it.
appears within 5 feet of one creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you. One of the guards, the closest one to me.
Yep.
At the end of the current turn, the spirit explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed a dex saving throw or take 1d6 force damage. Until my rage ends, you can use this effect again.
You can just keep on flumping and flump bombing.
Well, you see little... You guys know how flump looks like? They look like little jellyfish-looking things. That's like floating.
I just spent 9 gold and a lot of time to encourage and let people know who we are, and this shit happens.
Now they know.
Okay, so now make a wisdom save against polymorph.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Please roll low. Please roll low. That is
a 3.
What does he become?
turtle.
You become an angry turtle. However, you are no longer raging. You're just angry.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna go to him and pick him up and say, I'm sorry for my friend's ecstatic behavior. He is not accustomed to having things taken away from him. We will be out of your reach. You go ahead and do what you need to do, and we will be seeing you at the office downstairs for whatever that needs to be done.
Perfect. Thank you. As he says that, a flump explodes within range of 3 of them. Please roll a d6, Brogan. One of them will make the save.
1d6. Sorry.
It's all good?
It was 3.
Okay, so 2 of them will take 3 points of force damage. One only takes 1. And they are now... they now consider the turtle as a criminal, but under a different accord. Not under the same... the same banner. The turtle not being in range of the flump helps. So you are not back in your form. Thoggir, climbing up the side of the tower. This will be the last shots within crossbow range. Make me another dex save. None of them hit you. Do you full dash keep moving up? Okay. You're getting relatively close to the top now. Gilp. On the inside, they say, please, sir, would you hand over the turtle?
I will. And I would also like to add that he's in a not careful state, very angry and emotional. I would like to add that this will just happen because of the...
Noted. He is dangerous. We will put him in chains. Thank you.
Yes. Please be mindful that he has magic apparently, so be mindful of that. And he seems to be not so easily contained. So
in that case, we will gag him and put him in chains. I don't know how we will do that, seeing what he was, but indeed.
Either way, this polymorph will last for 1 hour, so I will be going with you in case he breaks out of it or something happens, so I can detain him again.
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you very much, officer.
Is my equipment all polymorph with me? How does... Okay.
Yeah. So you... Broken are being brought to the guard garrison. Thoggir, you are on top of this tower, surrounded by like 8 dudes with crossbows.
They come up. Oh, you mean they're at the bottom?
They're at the bottom.
Okay. Maybe they'll go away. That's what he tells us.
So, make a just intelligence check.
Oh yeah, I'm not actually dumb, so never mind.
You don't know. They might call more. It's hard to tell.
No, they'll probably go away.
After about an hour, they call. They get more guards.
Yep. I'm just gonna find a really nice safe spot to hide up here on the top of the lighthouse. And that's where Thoggir puts himself.
Oh, jeez.
This is
So cringe.
oh. How have we survived so far?
I just wanted to deliver flowers.
I know you did.
I just wanted to give him flowers, but then I jumped on him and stabbed him in front of all these kids.
In the stadium.
And now
Hey, Pop-
Thoggir's clinging to the top of the lighthouse, hoping nobody finds him.
Poppy, we might be jailmates though.
Hell yay.
So what's gonna happen now is there's gonna be a combination of like people climbing up with grappling hooks, because ladders aren't high enough. Like, so you, just in case you want to go down, going to the top and like coming up from the inside. Thoggir, eventually they will see you up there because they will get onto the roof.
Okay, so that's where it's gonna get complicated. I will
Now it's gonna get complicated.
yes, because I can get down way faster than they can get up.
This is so
This is
true.
a goose chase. This is a
Yes,
legit
so-
goose chase.
No.
The intention is to tie my rope. So I'm gonna like smash a section in a little bit, enough that I can like get some anchoring on my rope to it,
Yep.
and wait and tie it around my arm partially, enough that as I am dropping, I can start to loosen it some. And I'm going to take that magical running jump off the edge of the roof, hoping to be able to go past mostly. And once I can make contact with the side scaling of the lighthouse, I will Zephyr Strike and on all fours start running with the speed of God.
Make me an athletics check first.
Yes, let's not roll a 1.
I'm sorry, the speed
Okay.
of a god?
I should
Ooh.
have told him
There aren't
more.
any gods that back you up.
No, definitely
You-
not. Nobody loves me.
You run. You pull this maneuver off beautifully.
Is there a chandelier I can swing? No, I'm just...
Now you need to make a dex save for about 8 guys with crossbows.
Okay.
This is turned into like a scene outside of town.
Oh god, it's Jason Bourne.
I mean,
Cool.
multi-defense. So, not that that helps me in any way, but thematically, just like, oh,
It's
I'm
like-
made
it's
for
like
being
a-
attacked multiple
It's like a
times.
Errol Flynn film or something.
You take
know?
20. Sorry, you take 37. No, 40.
Oh my god.
You take 40 points of piercing from all of these crossbow bolts. However, you're not falling. You are on the ground. Like, this is as you're getting to the ground.
Okay,
Jeez,
so I
40?
guess I need to make one of these. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure I didn't lose Zephyr Strike, and I could make this,
Oh, no, you have to make 7.
Oh, is that all?
They're all DC 10.
Well, that's okay. I felt really good about those first 5.
They were great.
I had hope. I saw all of those below, like not like above 10. Like yes.
It's okay, I still have...
Okay, so you're at the bottom. There's about 12 guards down here currently.
Fuck. They could miss.
They absolutely can.
I
At this
have
point,
no-
I will be rolling for them now that it is not in mid-air acrobatics, and it's like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, totally. I'm, going to, cry. No, that's not my action. That's not an action.
It's free action.
Bonus action, cry a bit.
What part do I defecate myself?
I say that's up to you.
Okay, just making sure I'm safe.
Yeah.
So, they're gonna start shooting at me. This is an action, isn't it? It is. That's not gonna work at all. Too late, Dave. Should have done that while you were hiding up top, you idiot. When you could have come running down as a series of mirror images. Why didn't you think of that?
I was waiting until you've thought
this
about
is what
that.
I deserve. This is what I deserve. Same, I know it seems like a rerun, but Zephyr Strike and tuck my head in between my legs and kiss my ass goodbye.
Okay.
You can fail. No, I won't dash. I will dodge action.
I'm tempted to do something.
What do you want to do, Gilp?
If all of us are outside, I was gonna.
At this point, you are not outside.
Yeah, no, I would like to at least pull both of them to minimize the damage. Because I'm thinking if I could just use, I don't think I have enough. I have exactly enough for making it to double. I can polymorph him into an eagle or a turtle.
Actually, make me one more dex save, and then this will turn into a game of hiding. 16, you will only be hit by 2 of them.
Well, allow me to tell you that with my stunning 8 HP at the moment and 7
You're up.
off, I have 1 HP.
You have 1 HP. There is now alarms ringing and horns blowing as you are running. Are you running away from town or towards?
I don't want to be in town.
I'm just confirming.
No.
If you're running out of town, roll me stealth with advantage.
Oh. There's hope. Never mind.
There was.
How'd I roll a 3 on both of them? It wasn't meant to be. Those were his last words, yo.
I got a 13.
Aww.
As you are running and hurt, you will be surrounded.
I'd like the I trip and fall and take the 1 bludgeoning as I slap my face onto the ground unconscious.
I'm here for it. And the next day, in a similar area in
I
the
didn't
pit.
attack anybody. Okay, I feel better at least that I didn't attack anybody.
In a similar area in the pit, which is the big old whole prison in this city. They're in cages, or cells, however you want to call them, is Thoggir, Poppy, Broken, and Viettervesk.
Are we in one cell together?
No. You are in
safe
4 different cells, but you are in relatively close proximity.
Was I able to convince them to let me have a cell next to Poppy?
Yes.
Okay.
You were, in fact, able to convince them not to completely separate all of you.
Okay.
So I presume, like, when I polymorph back, they would take my equipment, right?
Yes.
But would they find what I have in my compartment? The back?
No. And they just think your weapon's a cube. So they don't know it's a weapon.
Okay. But they still take it, right?
100%.
Okay.
Actually, no, wait. They saw you turn it into a weapon. Yeah,
That's
they
true,
take it.
yeah,
They know it's a
yeah.
weapon.
Okay. So they take that, but, like, I have everything else, right? 'Cause
Yes.
it's in my little...
Gilp, what are you doing? Are you waiting at the, like, guard barracks? What's your...
I mean, is it free entrance to just go to them?
No, you have to speak to someone and tell them why.
I mean, Gilp just became king of the lighthouse.
Yep.
Temporary. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the guard and say I would like to speak to the one who is in charge of Poppy, Viettervesk, Thoggir, and the machine-looking person called Broken.
Absolutely, you helped us. And indeed, this is someone I don't think Gilp has met yet.
Most likely not.
This is a gentleman known as Carasso Danderous. Do I do it with a C or do I do it with a K? There's Lythander. I swear I have a character sheet for him.
I swear, some of you might need new ones.
Either way, he is a very tall man, plate armor, very handsome, well taken care of, strong as hell, looking as hell. But you can tell that he's related to Lythander. He looked to be a little bit younger than Lythander, but not by much. Are you the one known as Gilp?
Yes, that is true. I am King Gilp.
Oh, a king, of course. Well, thank you so much. Where is your kingdom?
It is, here is my scroll of pedigree, and here is my ring.
Interesting. It is not from this region. Why do you wish to speak with the convicts?
Currently, I reside at their tower, Poppy's Tower,
Okay.
and we are in a quest of certain few things. And I wish to make a deal, a bargain of sorts, if that is possible. Something along the lines with if they have caused a lot of mischief, chaos, and pain. That certainly that would have cost up the bail to be a lot of money. And in return, they could work for the city as mercenaries and or other kind of sorts to work that money off. With your permission, we could perhaps work something out.
I cannot have any of them doing mercenary work. The reason why they are in this situation is because they broke out someone who was working for the city and should have never been released.
And who was that?
The gentleman at the arena, Menethine.
That is unfortunate.
It is, however, he is a war criminal with over 4,000 verified kills.
That is unfortunate and impressive as well. But never mind that. So let's not talk about what we cannot do, but let's talk about what we can do. What can we do to alleviate the situation at hand? Let's bring forth the options.
I do not know if there is much. I have thought about what can be done, and
then how much would someone need to pay in order to get them free?
that would take time to calculate, but I don't think that even if you had the acceptable amount, that it would be accepted by the council.
Then perhaps we could I could persuade the council to come to an agreement of sort that would work in my favor and their favor. Certainly they have some need of sorts that needs to be done, and they need someone to do it. Their dirty job, their dirty work.
Well,
they are capable adventurers.
Within the next 3 days, another member of the council will be arriving to preside over what exactly will happen, but there is an agreed upon set sentence that will be very hard to not have follow through.
I will do my best to make sure that they get a better settlement, because I do reside in the tower and they have saved me several times.
If you wish to do so, then I must warn you, it is possible that you will also have to suffer the same fate if you speak up on their behalf in a way that has you connected to them.
Very well. Is it possible after they have arrived that I could speak to them? I would specifically like to speak to the one who did the most harm, Thoggir.
Oh, he did not do the most harm whatsoever.
He did not. He did not.
No, he did not hurt anyone.
But he resisted arrest. Who else would have done more harm?
The young woman stabbed a gentleman in the shoulder.
Ah, of course. Yes. My apologies. They seem to have a very fruitful past, some might say.
As was said, but it was still assault in front of 25 people who were all under the age of 10.
All of the age of 10?
Indeed.
Oh.
It was a birthday party.
Yes. Yes.
Party.
Do you have some water, perhaps?
Absolutely.
I feel dehydrated.
Of course. No, please, if you wish, we have a hose out back.
Just hose me down.
Indeed, he will follow through with that. Gilp, I want investigation checks from you to read up on the laws of Suncrest over the course of the next 3 days?
I cast Polymorph earlier. My Tides of Chaos came back, right?
It did.
I also need to roll for 1d20 for Polymorph.
Yeah.
Also,
You're
just
right.
a
Roll
reminder-
that 1d20.
11.
You're good.
I'm going to use Tides of Chaos to get advantage.
So this will be on your first on the roll for. You'll have advantage on all of them because it will be like this is one roll per day.
Oh, okay.
This is effectively seeing if you can get any means. Got it?
I'm going to roll a 1d4 for my bent luck.
What's how much trouble is Broken in? Because he wasn't involved in the Menatime thing.
You don't know. You
The
get
only
the
thing-
sense that the whole thing is being waited on until the council gets here because of the circumstances connected.
Because I think they saw you attack them with the flums that you caused that effect to happen when you changed, so they can probably link that to you. And then I said that your magic.
Well, no, not even. They saw him pull weapons.
Oh.
And he was there and supposedly connected. So they're just waiting to do everything until there is the proper council there.
Yes.
Okay, so first one was a 12.
And I need to make another one.
You need to make 3 total.
All right.
First day, you don't find anything useful.
18.
Add your Tides of Chaos.
That's okay. I did. That's 18. Or do you want me to roll bend luck for?
Yeah, sorry, bend luck. You can bend luck all of these rolls.
21.
21. You come across a very obscure proponent of the law, which were to say, if... How do I even want to word this? If the crime was deemed out of insanity or passion, there is a possible argument for not being in one's own wits. Additionally to that, you also come across a War Measures Act, where if someone is a danger to the people of Suncrest, and it can be proven beyond a shadow of a doubt, then that is also a method which could be used.
So in wits or passion, it can be used as an argument that it was not help, that it was unfortunate.
So, but what that would do is then that would switch it to a case of how do we fix this person versus how do we punish this person. It's like the idea if someone's cheated on and their spouse stabs them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like if it's totally proven, like no, they were not in control at all.
Temporary insanity.
Exactly. Make one more investigation check.
All right. And
oh, you're so yes, you hit the number I wanted you to. There is one other way which you think they could get out of this. If the Knight Commander were to say they are not guilty, they are not guilty. However, you have spoke with the Knight Commander, which is Carasso.
the one who hosts me?
Yes.
And he was
6'5" and is
Elf.
like no human. 6'5"
close to
human
it.
and is like late 30s, early 40s at most. Athletic, strong, noble. This is the dude that you see on the front of an adventure module.
All right, I would like to go towards him and see if I could grease the hands.
Make an insight check.
Oh no.
You have advantage on this one. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no. No.
You try. What do you say?
I was gonna say not like outright trying to bribe him. Was like say Well, since no, they are adventurers of their might. They did slay 3 hags, and they did free Drifter from the prison that the hags had him.
Young Gilp, I appreciate that, and that will all be taken into account. But due process must be taken.
Very well. I appreciated your understanding, and I will keep distance to not risk the assessment of the situation.
Gilp, make a history check. This is only DC 10. You know that there is someone who said they wish to speak with the council. And they are very zealous.
And I need to talk to Thoggir to make it happen. Thoggir said he needed. He still has that bond. He can call for him.
He can, and you can get to speak to Thoggir.
I will then tell that guy, the knight captain, and say, if let's say hypothetically, this is hypothetical, if I could have Drifter appear in front of the council, because I could potentially make that happen depending on the situation.
Why would that matter? He is not involved in this. That is a separate investigation.
But it is, in fact, a matter of fact, that Drifter wants an audience with the council.
But I am sorry, that is a separate investigation.
Yes, but he could vouch for my group. They did, in fact, save him, and if it comes for Drifter...
That is fantastic, but there was still an agreement in place, and she still did stab someone, may I speak again, in front of a child's birthday party.
That we might need to put a leash on that woman. She is a force to be reckoned with.
If you accept the fact that we would sever her connection to her emotions and magic, then then that is something that might affect things.
Well, let's not go that far. She is a potent force with her emotions. That's why.
I am sorry. Any more recommendations? I must request that you bring them up at the trial.
Very well. May I at least speak to Thoggir?
Of course you may. And they will bring you down, lowered on pulleys and elevators to the area where they all are.
Well. Are you all right? Everything is okay? No wounds? No broken bones? They did not handle you too bad?
I was a pincushion.
Well, you did resist arrest.
I did not understand. I had done nothing wrong. I was being pursued. I simply tried to escape.
Don't worry, Thoggir. It's not your fault.
Considering you're a bugbear and humanoids of other kind races are, rushing towards you, I could understand your sentiment of being like, oh no, what's happening? But either way, there are 3 ways I could free you guys. One of them being the easiest, that is, we have Drifter help us out. The other
so?
ones, well, I believe was he vocal about his thing with Drifter?
Thoggir, this is something because of your dark past that you wouldn't even have to roll to think. If Drifter were to take out the Gilp, after you tell him the thing with the captain, the captain, like the head captain, proclaiming your innocence, if Drifter were to challenge him, take his position, your boon could be that he grants you innocent. However, if you do that, Drifter Blackmarsh is the captain of all of the guards across Suncrest.
I have thought a lot about it, my actions this past few days, and I've realized a lot of things. So I will take the charges, and I was the only one at fault here, so I'm just gonna take everybody's charges on my back, and I'm just gonna serve my time in prison.
Hey.
Are we all like near each other?
Yes.
Can I hear
Yes.
everyone? Okay.
Yes.
I say, so are we staying in here or should we get out?
You're staying here until you're to be called upon by the council. They are going to hear all you out and see out your charges. But there might be a way out of this. Not we don't need to call Drifter, but there might be 2 other ways. So
I shouldn't try to get out then?
No. Please stay put. This is safest option. So when you attacked Menethir, was that out of passion or like some form of hate?
It was just a hello. I don't.
No. Passion or hate?
It's what we do when you're a fighter, right? It's an art form. And he was training me. I thought he would be proud of that I could sneak up on him. And what
so
better,
you
like.
passionately expressed yourself?
I mean, I don't know if it was passionate. It was just a thing I did.
Yes. I'm looking for a yes.
But I don't know when they put the truth of stone and all that stuff on me. I don't know if it is really what happened. I just did it. I didn't think about it.
Do you feel that it was an act of like uncontrolled anger or like motivated passion that you could not resist the urges to act upon?
I mean, definitely I really wanted to do it, so yeah.
Then there is a possible clause in the rules that I read while I was in the library looking through ways to save you guys. If you were very much acting upon unbridled passion or infuriate anger that you could not really control, then that would be something that is no longer a form of an attack, but form of an aggression that needs to be taken care of through help.
What does help mean?
Like perhaps some therapy, speaking to people, speaking out your emotions.
No, ew.
But that is one one of the ways. There are probably a lot of other ways that it could probably help you. I just said some of them that I knew of, but that is up to the council to decide if that is a viable option for all of you.
Can we at least, maybe you should focus your efforts on getting this poor creature out of this cell, because he was not part of the contract involving methadone in the first place.
Well, there is a slight problem. He drew weapons and attacked the guards.
Ah.
Well, to be fair, he was under the impression that his friend was being attacked by the guards, and he only wanted to protect them. But
so I'll take his charges too and just let them do whatever they want.
But
Poppy,
that is not
I don't
really
think
how it works.
Viettervesk, you've been saving my ass forever. I don't know. I will do blood oaths, give it whatever I need to do. Life, fine. I will do life because you know what? You've been unfairly tasked with taking care of me, and look where it's ended you up. So you know what? I release you. You do not have to save me or help me. You just do stone things.
I appreciate what you're saying and the heart that is behind it, but you, myself, and Thoggir all signed the same contract. We can't change the terms now that the debt has come due. But you know, Alonzo also signed that contract. I wonder if we can leverage this to have him found.
Alonzo?
Basil?
Oh no.
Oh, I really gotta. Okay.
But Basil wasn't part of the group that. He wasn't. He was gone already. Okay. I thought you were going to say the kid.
Just a side note, Broken has no...
Lucas, yeah.
Just a side note, Broken has no memory of attacking the guards.
Oh, odd, of course. So if anybody has this passion of rage criminal thing, it is him. It is or it, not Poppy.
Well, I could vouch for him that when I saw him act like that, it was in a fit of rage because he was afraid that something was going to happen to his friends. I could vouch for him. But DM, what was the other thing? besides the passion and rage. The only thing that could possibly help them. There was something else.
The war clause.
Something about the war, yeah.
Yeah, something about war.
A risk of war?
That Menethine was?
That's gonna be hard to prove.
Wait.
Well,
I
I'm
don't- I
then
can't
going to
say
say, you, my friends, ponder what you feel and think if this was a fit of passion or rage, because if it is, that is our way out. If not, I'm going to speak with Menethine and see if I could get another answer there, because if he was in technicality in a fit of war, that you were just trying to detain him, perhaps, then that could have been justified, that you trying to detain him and do all of the kids a favor of not seeing slaughter of a man who is capable of murdering 4,000 people. Because you did approach him, and if that was connection
But
of him
he-
seeing a threat,
He's not a threat right now. I mean, there's nothing he would be part of
well,
that
have
would
you
be putting us at risk or anybody at risk.
have you forgotten that he wants to absolve himself? If I just say that he would be saving 4 lives,
Is
do you not think he would take on another crime on top
He
of
is
himself?
incapable of lying.
That he is incapable of crime. That lying. That is unfortunate.
Yes.
At this moment, around you, the air starts to feel tingly and staticky. Following that, about 5 minutes later, you will all be brought up asking what you did.
All 4 of them.
Yes. As you get to the surface, you are brought to where you can see the arena from where you are. It is no longer black and white. It is all black.
They went all out.
The marble has magically turned black. Any other marble in the city is now black.
He released the elven language.
Anyone who would naturally be able to speak Elvish can do so now.
ooh.
Does nothing for me while I'm in jail.
Did we specifically say to the captain that he was going to release the Elven language?
The captain was informed.
And now that is, whatever we said, true.
That is all that you guys see. However, we're going to go across the continent. There's various explosions. But the most... And this is actually heard... No, it wouldn't be heard in Black Marsh. There is a loud beacon of a horn that rings out from Gaia's Haven. And from deep in the mountains, another beacon responds.
Like Rohan's, the thing with Rohan? Like the light thing from...
Yes.
Oh, resounding. Okay, that's good.
That is when somebody teleports in and says, "The lock is undone.
Oh, hey you, how are you?
The king will be returning to retake his throne."
Somebody teleports into where exactly?
Where you guys were.
Into the room that we were
Yeah.
in. Okay.
Hey guys, this is positive. There's lots of chaos going on. It's our time to plead, insanity, whatever he said.
This is not going to trial. Because I'm going to give you an impossible task.
Them?
Oh, you're included in this. Because I will send
nothing
each and every one of you for this. This is a elven woman. Long black hair, but she appears to be a high elf. and has dyed it.
Broken speaks up and goes, "Can I go also?"
Yes, you may. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You must find and assassinate King Altar, the head of the Minotaur dynasty.
Why?
Well, because he's coming to take back Gaius Haven, the ancestral home of his people.
To deserve to be killed in cold blood.
You are correct. You do not have to kill him. Get him to release his claim on the capital. I will accept that as well. Thank you, wise one.
He is a Minotaur.
Oh, he's not just a Minotaur. You see, Minotaur before the bloodline diluted were much bigger and much scarier. He was the first Minotaur.
His bloodline is pure?
Yes, I believe he was a Goliath at first, and then the elves turned him into what he was.
Pardon me for asking, but maybe know who you are?
Oh, yes. My apologies. I'm just very stressed at the moment.
Yes, of course.
I am Glindhai of House Starraiser. And I am the Archmage on the Suncrest Council.
Oh, Glendai of... What was the place?
House Starraiser, the Archmage of the
House
Suncrest
Starraiser?
Council. Yes.
Yeah, an archmage.
Sure, I
I'm
guess
broken.
heard
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, what do you say in Elvish?
Are you sent by him?
She responds in Elvish. Who is him?
The one who released all of this?
No. And she switches to common. I am not. I sit beside our king and I fight what would destroy the world. Who released this? Because they are now a problem.
That was
Ooh, that's a
Drift
good
of
turn
Black.
of events.
The one who
We
released
did
this was
try. Go ahead.
this was done by Drift of Black March.
We did try to warn the leadership of the city that this was going to happen.
And we were informed. We did not know to what legitimacy to take it. We were informed a couple of days ago. We had started to look into this. So that will curry favor in what you have done.
So, who's your king, by the way? What was his name?
I suppose the common folk haven't been educated as much as they should be. King Nelroy. King Nelroy Suncrest.
How does he feel about elves?
Oh, he has no problem with them as long as they are not trying to enslave people.
Okay.
I am King Gilp. Hello.
Pleasure to meet you, King Gilp. Either way...
And I'm broken. Hi.
I'm sure you are not broken. You must just be from a strange place we are not aware of.
I am tired of being left in a cage.
That is what he goes by. His name is Broken.
So, I will let you know this personally. If you veer from this task which I give you, I will personally hunt you down and kill you all. Because it is my responsibility.
That does not sound nice.
It is not.
Why am I being put in such a rough position?
I will let you walk out that door if you wish.
I need...
Gilp.
My friends need me and I will help them if they need help.
Then there you go. For anyone who is not a criminal of the degree of Thoggir, Viettervesk, and Ophelia Drever.
Spoppy.
Throws side eye to Olivia.
You will be compensated. The amount will be substantial if you are to succeed. However, I do not know what said amount will be. We must meet with the king.
Can I have Menethine?
No.
Hmm.
For the rest of you,
Can I have Menethine?
no. For the
Can I
rest
have
of you, what will happen will be we will see what the cost would be in equivalent years. We will double it, and then if there is left over, you will receive a small reward.
Very well. King Gilp will do his best.
Please
to
do
make
not
sure-
roll your eyes, child, or we will fight now.
I wasn't rolling my eyes. I was investigating the ceiling.
There was something in my eye, and I was trying to roll it around to give myself relief.
Yep.
And as we leave this session in this very different game now, we see a looming shadow of a Minotaur king over the skyline of Suncrest.
Damn it, Poppy! This is why we can't have nice things.
Just wanted to deliver flowers.
What? All I did was stab a guy and make him bleed in front of a bunch of kids at their birthday party. What's the freaking big
But we're
deal?
training to be gladiators.
You instigated. You two instigated this. This is a team effort. This is a team effort.
Viettervesk, come on, buddy.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Don't you think it's amazing when we miss a session?
You were
Things-
supposed to keep us sane, keep us together. What happened?
We just needed a compass.
Tried to keep the one that felt the most chaotic under control, and it didn't work.
Why can't you just take care of everything?
Yeah, Dad.
You know what? Well,
Damn it, Veter Dad.
I tried. I think I prefer Dattervest more.
oh, yes!
Viettervesk is good.
Dattervesk is wonderful. And you know what I will do? Because everything has been escalated to a you're going after so-and-so.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a level up.
Everything is awesome.
Okay, that was worth it.
You guys turned the dial up to 11.
Everything
So I'll
is
go with it.
awesome.
This is.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
I will warn you,
Everything
though.
is awesome.
I am not going to reduce what he should be based off your level.
Is that why you asked me what my level was?
No, that was to see what the chances were
Yeah.
of you not having charges pressed against you.
Think of divine
Yeah.
intervention.
That was effectively seeing if these kids had understanding parents.
Oh, that is unlucky.
Roll again.
4 levels.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not taking minimum.
Oh, I'm taking a 2 instead.
That's why I don't roll. I always take the average.
I
Indeed.
like to gamble.
Phenomenal job, everybody.
That was fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
How
Bye,
did
everyone,
you
though. We
get
will see you all
broken
next
into,
week.
Man. It's his first session, and like he's got to beat a Minotaur.